Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. How you doing, bro?
Yo, doing good, bro. How you feeling?
1-4 in fantasy. Over here struggling, brother. We're over here struggling, but we got, like 12 weeks left? Something like that. Yeah, we got like 12 weeks, 13 weeks left. Still got a chance,
You gotta
man.
make the playoffs first.
We still got a chance, man. I know I gotta make the playoffs, but I still got a chance. It's 8 people that gotta make it, so I got a chance. I believe in my team, especially with Patrick Mahomes out the lineup. I definitely believe in my team. I'm not gonna cap. I believe now. But other than that, let's start off with what have we seen from the preseason so far. Preseason started really since last week when the Celtics and the different Nuggets played at Abu Dhabi. And since then, it's really just been a lot of NBA. The NBA is back. So what have you seen so far from certain teams, certain players so far in preseason?
I got a couple of things. Well, first and foremost, my boy Evan Mobley showing me some life. I seen him. Who was they going against? I think it was the
With the
Bulls.
Bulls?
It was the Bulls. He dropped 19 on the Bulls. I said, okay, he looks better offensively this year. Hopefully, I mean, it is just a preseason, so you take everything with a grain of salt. But hopefully, he keeps up this aggression, and in the regular season, he can still put up good numbers. And then the Bulls, bro, they didn't look bad offensively. It's just defensive wise, terrible. They still gonna be bad, but they didn't look as bad as I thought they were gonna look. And then Josh Giddey looks really good. I think he's gonna have a good year with the Bulls. I mean, but we've said that already. Um, I can't think of the number one pick name from Atlanta, but he
Zachariah
looked real
Richardson.
good.
Richardson.
Yeah, he looked real good. I didn't think he was gonna come off the bench, but I thought they was gonna start him. They started Dyson Daniels, which wasn't a bad idea. I actually kind of like that. I think that'd be decent for them. But I just would have thought the rookie would have started. He comes in with more. I wouldn't say more pedigree than Dyson Daniels, but he comes in with more hype, and he was the number overall pick. Whenever you really seen a number one overall pick come off the bench? So we probably started towards the middle of the year, but I was surprised by that. Memphis and that three guard lineup. So they actually gonna start with they. I think they're gonna actually start that three guard lineup. It's gonna be Marcus Smart, Bane, Ja, and then whenever Jaren Jackson get back, him and then Zach Edey. Um,
Zach Edey
so
don't
I
look
was
bad.
out. Yeah, he don't look bad. He don't look bad at all. He don't look bad at all. The Warriors, bro. The Warriors took 52 threes.
Steve
I
Kerr said
said,
it.
God damn, 52 threes though. And they hit I think they hit like 52 or
28. They
54%.
hit threes yesterday.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, 52 threes is a lot. That is a lot, bro. Kaminga took like 7 himself. He was 4 for
Really?
7. So yeah, he was like 4 for 7. So he ain't shoot bad. But I'm like, damn, 52 threes? Y'all either gonna shoot yourselves in the game or y'all gonna shoot yourselves out of the game.
Hey, I to piggyback off that, it's still your turn, but D'Anthony Melton, Buddy Hill look good
Yeah.
coming off the bench and surprise. I know, like during the all season, it's like, what is D'Anthony Melton and Buddy Hill gonna do? They're good players, but it's like, is that like a needle mover? But just in these
Mhm.
preseason games, they look pretty good. D'Anthony
Yeah.
Melton, and I feel like would I be shocked if Steve Kerr puts AirPods on the bench for D'Anthony Melton? No, because D'Anthony Melton brings that two-way ability. Like he brings that ability on the Warriors. But now I can tell you that was
Yeah.
not.
I was gonna say, speaking on AirPods, he had the ball a lot in his hands. I think this year he's gonna be like their quote unquote point guard. Cause even usually Draymond to play point for him and Steph, but Draymond really wasn't bringing the ball up like that. Like it was mostly AirPods. AirPods was initiating the offense, bringing the ball up. So seeing him have the ball in his hands a lot, that that stood out to me. The Wizards, bro. The Wizards are. I knew the Wizards are gonna be trash this year, but I thought, it's the preseason. They gonna try to be competitive, bro. They suck. They are so bad. And like Alex Sarr, he looked real good. Yeah, he good. He looked good. But that team, bro, is so butt, bro. Jordan Poole starting at point guard, that's not gonna work, bro. Y'all gonna have to find somebody. They don't even really have a true point guard on that team.
That's why I wanted Malcolm Brogdon, but then I saw that he got hand surgery, so he gonna be out for a minute. He probably won't come back until like maybe December or January now.
Yeah, bro. They look bad. It's crazy over there. And then I got one more. Oh, the Spurs, CP3 and Wemby. That's gonna be a good duo. I like the fact, and then on top of that, Stephon Castle, he looked real good to start. I mean, he had a lot of turnovers. I think he had like 7 or 8 turnovers the first 2 preseason games. So that's a lot.
Oh.
But he's still a rookie. He's still a rookie in this preseason. He getting adjusted to the NBA. But he looked like he belongs already. If Chris Paul wasn't starting, if Chris Paul wasn't there, I feel like he'll start and he'll put up some decent numbers though. He gonna be real good for them though.
Where do I want to start? The Knicks. The Knicks look good, man, on offense, man. That 2-man game with Cat and Brunson. So far, it's preseason, and granted, it's against Charlotte and the Wizards. But last night, I saw Cat. He was shooting a lot of threes. He was taking it to the rack, rebounded good. And I heard the commentary said, Cat running down the court. He's in shape. He's not huffing and puffing. I mean, he got to have to be with Tiz because you're going to play a lot of minutes. You're not going to play 40 plus, but you're going to play a lot of minutes. But I do like that 2-man game. The only thing I'm worried about is that bench, man, is not. I don't think that bench is really that good, bro. Outside of Deuce McBride, it's like
Achua. They got Achua decent.
See, Achua is small though. That's the only thing I'm worried about. And Campaign, it's like, do I trust Campaign?
Bro. No, he is way too streaky.
And you got Jericho Sims. It's like, that's the only problem. But outside of that, I like that team. I like what I'm seeing from Cat and them. Another one.
Before you continue, you think Cat was attacking that much because they was going against the Wizards?
I think it's the Wizards, and I think he has size. He's faster than Valanciunas, and I think he's bigger than Sarr. So I think when he has mismatches like that, he will be able to attack the paint. But he definitely was attacking the paint, and he was still shooting threes like normal. And he played like the whole second half, and I was like, not the whole second half, but the third quarter all the way to like the early fourth. I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. You might have to put him on the bench, man. It's the Wizards and y'all blowing him out. But another team, the Phoenix Suns, man, that ball movement looked so much cleaner. It looked amazing. And Ryan Dunn, he clamped up your man Cade Cunningham. I know you saw that. He clamped him up. And I know he came in the draft as one of the best defenders in the league. But I'm like, man, if he can be like a legit 3-and-D type player, he's gonna get some minutes for the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns, man, they not bad, man. They on paper so far they're not bad. And the Pistons too, man. Like, they got some shooters now. If them shooters could just be consistent enough, and we haven't seen Tobias Harris. Like, I don't know why we haven't seen him yet. I want to see how that works. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's hurt, but I think it's just the preseason. He's just resting him, and especially like he's not even old, but just like an older player, so just rest him. But the Pistons, they don't look bad. The Pelicans, they didn't run that small. They didn't run a small ball on him. And Brandon Ingram didn't play. Daniel Tice started. Mm-hmm. So I want to know what is it really gonna be when Brandon Ingram comes back and Trey Murphy is out for like 3 weeks. I think he has like a hamstring issue, something like that. So, but the Pelicans, they look good. The Warriors, like you said, they shot up a lot of 3-pointers. I think that's what Steve Kerr is gonna do. I think he's just gonna shoot up a lot of 3-pointers. And another thing, I got two more things. Then you can go. The Thunder yesterday, they put out kept Chet at center. So you can come into this too. You think that's what it's gonna be like? Alex Caruso playing, like starting?
Yeah, they close the line. Well, I wouldn't say starting,
But that's
but
what
I
they
think they
started with
close the line.
yesterday.
I mean, that they probably just tweaking lineups because it's the preseason to see what'll work and stuff. But I think that's gonna be their closing lineup of Shea, Alex, Jalen Williams, Chet, and Luke Dort.
Because it's like you kind of do need a backup big. Because like, do you really trust the other Jalen Williams like as your legit
No,
backup center? That's
no.
why. Because you already got Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, then you got Isaiah Hartenstein. Like those gonna be like your
Hey,
legit
Aaron Wiggins
guys.
is nice. He
He
nice.
decent. He not bad at all. He
Nice.
decent. And Casey Wallace, forgot. My bad, Casey.
Mhm.
You got that. So it's like, what's the point of having all them guards like with Alex Caruso coming off the bench? So keep Isaiah Hartenstein, and then it's like if they face like a big lineup and like Jokic or something, he can be that big presence to maybe like make Jokic work. So that was really what I liked. Like, what was the starting lineup gonna be for the Oklahoma City Thunder? And we could collab on this one. The Lakers. What did you think from Bronny James? Well, in the Lakers in
Uh,
total.
well, to start off with Bronny, I mean, I expected what he was going to go out there, play defense, hustle. Of course, he's not going to impress us offensively. He's not there yet. I don't think his confidence is there yet. But it was nice seeing him out there. It was nice seeing him take the court with his pops for a couple of minutes. Um, I still do think Bronny is going to be really good. Well, I don't know if he's going to be an all-star, but I think he can be a starter level point guard in the league. Because he's great defensively. Only thing he has to work on is his confidence. He has to shoot the ball with confidence. He has to be aggressive. Like he still isn't aggressive enough to my liking. I've been saying this for years. Like years. I wish Bronny was more aggressive. So hopefully, once he plays a couple of games in the G League and he gets a couple of belts under his game, under belt, a bunch of games under his belt, that he start to be more aggressive offensively. But the Lakers in general, though, we still haven't seen everybody hold. We still haven't seen Vando out there. We still haven't. We seen Gabe Vincent. But the Lakers look like they can be good this year. I mean, I still trust in LeBron and AD. So as long as they healthy and everybody else is healthy and play their roles, they good. Connect. I think Connect is gonna get a lot of minutes this season. I think they're gonna play him and Austin Reeves a lot together.
The Lakers, it looks like they look more refreshed.
Hmm.
Darvin Ham is gone. You got Dalton Connect. I think he's gonna be there like all year. Bronny James, he will be there because Sham said that they are going to play on opening night. Like it's gonna happen. Get that out the way. But in the first game, Bronny was he was aggressive. He played some good defense, and I think that's what we all think of him like a defensive type guard because he's small, but he's a good defender. And then it's like all we got to do is just see you just make consistent 3-pointers, and everything will be all right. LeBron looked good. Austin Reeves looked good. Anthony Davis looked amazing. I think the Lakers are going to be better. And like you said, Vando is not there. So we really got to see how that works because I think he will come off the bench because I think Rui is going to start. But the Lakers in overall, they don't look bad. Like I think they look pretty good. But Bronny, I just like the aggressiveness in game one. Game two, he only attempted one shot in 13 minutes. I think And like you said, you always want him to be aggressive. And I think that's what we all want. We want Bronny to just be aggressive, bro. Like, play freely, bro. Like, I know everybody talking about you saying, you don't deserve to be here. You got here because of your dad. Forget all that. Just go out there and hoop, bro. Like, just go out there and hoop, bro, and just let the game come to you. Like, you can play. Just go out there and do it. And also, Rob Dillingham in game 1. He looked good, bro.
Before I get to Rob Dillingham, the Lakers offense, they offense is moving way better. It looks way cleaner. I knew once JJ got there, they were gonna have a better offense just because of he's an offensive guy. But I want to see what their defense is gonna look like as well, because it's the preseason, so people not really out there playing their hardest. They just trying to get to the preseason so they can start the regular season. But that's the one thing with the Lakers. I got to see what their defense look like, because their offense looks well. They moving the ball. It's not just a LeBron James pick and roll. It's not just a pick and roll offense. They actually running sets. They actually coming off screens and setting screens, and it's more ball and player movement. So I think they might be a top 5 offense in the league this year. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Top 5 offense in the league.
Woo! But Rob, hey, I knew Rob had game, G. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once you get to the league, it's different now. You know what I mean? I knew he had league talent and he had league, shot making ability, but like he's small, so I didn't really know how he was gonna be once he got to the league. But he looking like it ain't nothing to him, bro. Looking like it ain't nothing to him. Only thing is, his consistency. How consistent is he gonna be? Is he just gonna be like one of those Lil Will, Jordan Clarkson type of players where they volume shooters, they getting up a bunch of shots? Or is he, because they want him to be the starting point guard of the future. So you have to be efficient, So that's the only thing with Rob, his efficiency that I worry about. But he looked real good. Him and Terrence Shannon, they look real good.
Hey, man. Could you say they got probably one of the deepest teams in the NBA?
Yeah, they can run. They can go at least 9, 10. They can literally go a whole 10 if they want to.
Man, because you got Nas, Randall, whichever one. Then you got Rob. Then you got Dante. Then you got Terrence. Then you got Joe Ingles. Like, they got a lot of good players. And, hey, Luka Garza, he ain't played bad, man. Remember, he was a national champion. I mean, not a national championship, but a Naismith MVP
player
in college.
Yeah.
He didn't look bad. I'm not gonna lie.
He just ain't had a chance to showcase his talent. Like, he looked real good. He could shoot. He got all the post moves. He can pass. Only thing is defensively, he lacks lateral movement. He's not that great defensively, but he looks good though.
And Nikhil Alexander Walker, I forgot about, bruh. They got a lot of players.
They got a whip.
Bro. Yes, you can. Yeah, they can run so it'd be like Rob, Terrence, Dante, Nas, and freaking Nikhil. That's 5 dudes right there.
Yeah, they got like a 10 deep, G. They can go like 10 deep. And we still forgetting that the rookies that they drafted. I think was his name Leonard Miller.
Yeah, a lot of people are kind of high on him. They're kind of high on Leonard Miller.
Who else they got? I think his last name is Minott, Minott or something like that. I don't remember his first. I think his first name started with like a J or something like that. But he alright. They got some pieces over there, bro. They got a bunch of pieces over there. The only thing is they gotta pull them all together.
His name is Josh Minott.
Yeah, Minott. Yeah,
Memphis.
Yeah, he decent. Only thing is, bro, pulling all of them together, because Ant has to take that next step. Well, obviously, we looking at Ant as the number 1 guy now.
Yeah,
because like you said, with him and Cat, it was like 1A, 1B. They really wasn't taking turns. It wasn't his team or my team. We was just working together. But now that he's gone, this is your team now. So we need you. We need you at that 30-point per game score. We need you to take over basically. And they go as far as Ant go, because I believe they got a championship team, bro. They just ain't got to lead them now.
Can
and that's a
he
lot to ask.
can he uplift them? Can he uplift the play like them rookie type guys to at
Yeah,
least another level to them to be potentially, to some conference
yeah,
finals, maybe in a championship?
I think he can because it's his leadership style, and it's the type of dude where if you shot 1 for 20, he gonna tell you keep taking the next shot, keep taking the next shot, because his ability to lead will have them playing good, will give them confidence in themselves, and just the person that he is, he has an infectious personality. So no matter who it is, he's gonna gel with them, bro. You know what I mean? So he gonna keep confidence, and like with Rob, confidence is a big key. So he gonna be in Rob and Terrence Shannon, and he gonna be in both of their ear all the time. Hey, bro, keep shooting, keep shooting. It's all right, bro. You a rookie, like you know what I'm saying. This is how you get through this. This is how you get through that. So I think they're gonna be good, bro. He just gotta lead by example, and he gotta stay healthy, and he gotta take them to the next level.
We can end it off on this. LaMelo Ball look good, bro.
My
He looked
boy,
really good, man. He
yeah,
looked
my
really
boy.
good.
He just gotta stay healthy, dog. That's literally it. Like the Pistons and the Hornets hiring Charles Lee and JB Bickerstaff was a great move for them, for both franchises. They got them boys out there playing, they got them boys out there hooping. The Hornets actually look like they care about basketball. They actually look like they care about losing now. Because when they had Steve Clifford, they was getting blown out left and right. They didn't look like they cared about if they won or lost. We finna go out to the clubs tonight. That's all it looked like with them. But now it actually looks like they care about winning and losing.
LaMelo Ball looked good. Brandon Miller looked like he could take another step. I'm trying to find how many three pointers did they attempt last year? Because I'm looking at the 2 games so far. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, Charlotte last year attempted 34 threes per game. In these first 2 games, they attempted 38, and then literally the last game, which was like 2 days ago, they attempted 51 3-pointers.
Didn't you say last year the Warriors was like top 3 with 42? Or like
Yeah,
top 5 with like 42
no,
or
they
something
was.
like that?
I'm on it right now. They were top 30, 38. They attempted
38?
38
Oh,
threes per
bro.
game.
All the threes is finna go up this year. They finna go up this year. Oh
And
my
Boston
God.
attempted 42.
Damn, 51, 38, and 51?
Yeah, no,
I
in these
mean,
2 preseason games, 38 and 51 threes attempted.
LaMelo did shoot a lot of threes.
He shot a
Yeah, I
lot.
mean, it makes sense.
And
It
Brandon
makes
Miller
sense. They
shot
want to
10
play
three
fast.
pointers the other day. He was 1 for 10.
Yeah.
But LaMelo,
It makes sense.
that man, dog. He a dog. Okay, my bad. This is the last thing. What did you see? I know this was like a week ago, but what did you see from like the Celtics and the Nuggets? They played in Abu Dhabi, so it feels like that was a minute ago.
I mean, the Celtics look like the Celtics, bro. I think right now, like I said, it's the preseason, so everybody not playing their hardest, but they look good. I think Jason Tatum damn near had like a triple double or something. He had like what, like 8, 9, 8, and 7 or something like that.
First game, 12, 6, and 5.
Yeah, 12, 6, and 5. So he didn't play bad. Like I said, I think he's on a mission this year. But the Celtics look the same. The Nuggets, you can obviously tell that we've been saying this the whole offseason, though, that they miss KCP. I mean, Russ played okay, but
He
they
played
really
good in the
miss
first game.
KCP.
He played decent. He
Yeah,
played really good in that first game.
but yeah, the Nuggets, they got some work to do. They got to make some midseason moves or something.
It's the bench, and I don't think the bench is bad. It's just the bench is young. It's gonna bro. I know you said that you think Westbrook will start, but I do think they're gonna put Westbrook on the bench to have somebody to handle the ball in that second unit. And then it's like after Westbrook, who else do you really trust? Now this is just regular season. Who else do I really trust off that bench? Because you got Peyton Watson, young guy. You got Pickett, young guy. Julian Schroeder, young guy, and then it's Dario Saric.
Probably him. He's the
Who?
only one I would probably trust. The dude you just said before, the rookie.
Oh, Julius Schroeder.
Yeah, him. I'll trust him. He played good in the preseason so far. I think he gonna get some tick.
No, he's gonna play. He's gonna play, but it's like they're
He the only
young.
one.
And it's not
Him and
like
Westbrook.
the only one out of the young dudes that played a decent amount of minutes was Peyton Watson, but he lost a lot of minutes because his offense was so bad last year. He's a good defender, but his offense is so bad, it's like can't really play you. And Christian Braun, this is going to be his first time, man, if we being honest, really probably since the finals to get legit significant minutes. Like he played a decent amount last year, but we're counting
They
on
started
you.
him, didn't they?
Yeah, I figured they was gonna start him. Like, who else you gonna start? Like at your two, who else?
Yeah.
Between, like you said Westbrook, but I was like Christian Braun. But I think like who else you really gonna start at the two?
I think they'll move Jamal to the 2 and put Westbrook at the 1.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like, there's really like they don't. It's like they have the core 4, but after that, it's like they don't have nothing. And Westbrook, he's good in regular season, but then when it comes to playoff time, kind of plays bad. The Celtics in the preseason attempted 61 3-pointers in game 1, and I think in game 2 they attempted like 40 something, bro.
Yes, they still gonna be
47 threes. I was like, they gonna shoot. They just still jack up a lot of threes. Like that's what
they got a lot of good players too. They got a lot of good players over there too. That boy Jordan Wash. Yeah, Jordan Wash from Arkansas. He nice.
Man.
He
I hope he can get some good minutes. Peyton Pritchard, man, he always played good off the bench.
They still got JD Davison
and Sam Hauser, man. Like they got the Celtics. They got a really good team, man, and we're gonna see a lot of 3-pointers.
They still need a backup big though.
Yeah, it's gonna be Luke Cornett for now because Porzingis is hurt. Because I think Al Horford's gonna start, but I don't think he's gonna play like 30+ minutes all the time. He probably play like 20 something. And I wouldn't be shocked if they run like a small ball type lineup and have like Tatum at the 5 at some points. Like I wouldn't be shocked at that. All right. That is it for our preseason reaction. Obviously, the preseason is still going on. So, we'll still be watching later down the line. But for now, we're going to talk about these GM surveys from what they posted on Monday. We're just going to react to them. I'm going to name some off. You react to it. We're not going to do all of these. I know that for sure. But I'm gonna name like the good, the good things. Let's see. The first thing, who will win the MVP this year? Shea is at 40%, Luka is at 30%, and the next guy is Joel Embiid at 7%.
I think Luka gonna win this year. I mean, I see why they said Shea, because Shea was in the running last year, but I feel like in order for Shea to win the MVP, can he top what he did last year? I feel like he's not going to be able to top what he did last year. He's going to play about the same as he did last year. But I think they're going to give it to Luka, bro. I think it's about that time Luka deserves and gets it. Because he almost is averaging a triple-double, ain't he?
Yeah, man. Man averaged like 39 and on.
Yeah, bro. I think it's going to go to Luka.
I've been said this is Luka's year to finally win the MVP. I feel like they only have Shea because the team is good and they expect him to play good, but everybody's criteria is so different. We don't really know. I've always said for my criteria, if you are playing, like if your team is in like the top 3 in the standings and you're playing good, you have a chance of winning. And Luka, his team, he didn't win it last year because he was a 5th seed. I think if he would have snuck in and got 4th, I think he could have won. But since he was the 5th seed and to some voters, that ain't good. That ain't a good look to some. But that's why I think. But I think Shea is still gonna have a good year, average 30. Hey man, yesterday I saw somebody say that was like, man, Shea doing a pull-up 3-pointer. They said, yeah, it's over for the league. And I think he's
But he shot them anyways though. He didn't shoot him as much. Yeah, he didn't shoot him as much, but he still shot him.
Yeah, so I think Shea is still. I think he's still gonna play good, and I think that team is still gonna be top of the West. So that's why I think. That's why I think they have him winning it. But I would have him low key second. I have Luka though number one.
Second.
I definitely have Luka, but I have Shea second. All right, which player is most likely to have a breakout season this year? The number one guy was Jalen Williams at 13%, Evan Mobley at 10, John Moran at 10%, and Victor Wembanyama at 10. Paulo 7%, Cade at 7.
Nah, it's gonna be Jalen. I think it's gonna be Jalen Williams. The other guys, they don't even really have no like Ja. What?
Yeah.
He's not gonna have no breakout. Cade, no. Who else they name? Victor.
Victor, Cade. Those are like the top 5. No,
No,
top 6.
man. I think it's gonna. I agree. I think it's gonna be Jalen Williams. I think it's gonna be Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I say Jalen Williams because I think Jalen Williams is going to give me 21 points per game this year, and maybe around like 6 rebounds per game. He is really good. Like, and I think like I saw him play at Santa Clara, and I was like, damn, he decent. I didn't think he was gonna be this though, but he really good, man. And like I said, it's always been an argument with if it's Chad or Jalen Williams as the second best player on the team. Pick your poison.
I think that. Not Jalen Williams. I think Jalen Williams is their number 2. Just based off what I seen in the preseason, they last game. I forgot who they went against their last game. But bro had like 13 in the first 2 quarters. Like he was real aggressive out there, bro. Like highly aggressive. Like he was out there pulling that motherfucker every time he touched. Not every time he touched the ball, but like he was real aggressive, bro. I think he's gonna be their number 2 option, and Chet gonna be the number 3. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Chet is your number 3. It's not bad at all.
Honestly, that's amazing. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're being honest, that's amazing. All right. So who is the best point guard in the NBA? They got Luka at 37%, Shea at 30%, Steph at 23%, Jalen Brunson at 10%. But Steph was number 1 last year at 63%.
Yeah, it's Luka. It's Luka. I don't even think Steph was the best point guard last year. I think it was Luka still. I think they just did that. I just think they just did that off of him being Steph Curry. But yeah, I think Luka is. And then it should be Shea.
Oh, it's Luka, Shea, Steph. If somebody wants to put Jalen Brunson at 4, I ain't gonna argue with it, but those are the clear-cut 3. So Luka and as the best point guard in the NBA, he clears them. I'm not gonna lie. He clears them in the point guard. The best shooting guard in the NBA, which is actually pretty surprising. It's Anthony Edwards at 33%, Devin Booker at 23%, Shea at 20%, Steph at 10%, Luka at 7%, and Jaylen Brown and Derek White. Donovan Mitchell's not even in here. He's not even on here.
Oh, wait. Derek White? They got Derek White in there over Donovan Mitchell?
He's not in here. He's not even in here.
They smoking crack rocks. How you don't put Donovan Mitchell in there at all? But you put Derek White in there?
They could at least put him somewhere. They don't even have him at the point guard. Like, so
and then they got Shea and Luka. Shea and Luka are point guards. Why you got them at the 2?
I think the GMs are considering them combos.
Yeah, but they got it right with Ant. I thought it would be like Ant, Devin Booker, and Donovan all close to each other.
Bro, but he don't even got a vote. Jaylen Brown and Derek White received a vote. Like, what? What are we doing? Bro, Donovan Mitchell is a top 3 shooting guard in the NBA. He's gonna be second pick in the fantasy draft.
Most NBA players say these GMs don't know what they're doing anyways. This is showing it.
That might be right. All right, the best small forward in the NBA. Jason Tatum at 47%, Luka at 17%, Kevin Durant at 17%, LeBron at 17%, and Jaylen Brown at 5% with 3%. And last year, Jason Tatum was 47%.
Bro, why do they have Luka in the small forwards?
Because I think it's because he's a big dude. This
shit makes no sense. It makes no. I don't think Jason Tatum is the best small forward in the league yet. I think once KD and Bron leave, then he'll be the best small forward. But I still got Bron. I still got Bron as the best small forward in the league.
I have no problem. I have no problem with that. My thing is, if we're just small forwards, how is Luka just literally just a guaranteed number 2 over them? How is that possible? Yes, Luka is a better player than them right now. We can all agree to that. But Luka's not a small forward, like you said. So it should be Jason Tatum, LeBron, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, whichever order you want to put him in. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? So the power forwards, this is weird. Giannis at number 1 with 77%, Kevin Durant at 7%, and also receiving votes. They don't even have an order. It's just Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, Sabonis, Tatum, and Victor Wembanyama. So it's just 2.
Okay, so KD being that power forward, I ain't mad at that because KD does play the power forward. But I would think KD is a 3 more than he is a 4. But yeah, they got it right though. Giannis is the best small. I'm surprised Zion ain't getting no votes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm surprised he ain't
We
getting
gonna
at
do our
all.
power forward list later, but Zion is good. Should be in here.
Yeah, he
They're
should.
being disrespectful. But Giannis,
Yeah.
as the clear-cut power forward, I have no problem with that. No problem with that whatsoever. Now, the best center in the NBA is Nikola Jokic at 87%, Joel Embiid at 10%, and Victor Wembanyama at 3%.
I don't think Jokic should be 87%. To be honest, I think Joel Embiid is better than Jokic. I would if I was starting my franchise, I would pick Joel Embiid over Jokic. The only thing is Joel Embiid's health. That's literally the only thing. But if we talking about just based off pure talent and skill set and all that, I'm taking Joel. Joel is just so dominant, bro. Like they both dominant in different ways, but I'm picking Joel over Jokic. I'm not mad that they had Jokic at 1, but at 87%, that's kind of crazy. I think it's probably because he won all them MVPs and he got his championship. But no, I don't agree with the 87%. I ain't mad at him being the best center, but 87% is too high.
I think he's the best player in the NBA, and I do think he is the number 1 center. Joel Embiid, some people do think, I do think Joel Embiid is kind of a more dominant player than Jokic. It's just the fact that Jokic, obviously he can score. I don't think he's a better shooter than Joel at all. But I think it's just that passing. The passing, I think, moves a lot of people. But Joel, I do think he is a better shooter. He's definitely he clears him as a defender. Clears him on that. I think it's just them injuries. And it's like, would I take him? Probably not. But is he more dominant than Jokic? He might be, but Jokic kind of dominates in like a different way. He do dominate. It's just not like, he don't be dominating like that, like a Shaq or something. But he does dominate. He just do it differently.
I would say the difference is like you said, Joel Embiid, he's more of a dominant one-on-one player. Jokic is more so his dominance comes from as like a team as a whole. Like him dominating the game is making his whole entire teammates better. Joel Embiid dominating the game is just him going crazy. So I mean, yeah, they both dominate the game in different ways. I just don't like that 87. That's too high for me.
All right, so we're gonna move to the rookies. The GM said who will win the Rookie of the Year is 50% Reed Shepard, Zach Edey at 30%, Stephon Castle at 13%. Also receiving votes was Ron Holland and Alex Sarr.
Damn, they don't even got the number 1 pick in now?
Dang,
wait, how much did Alex Sarr get?
They don't say. It just also receiving votes, so it don't say.
I don't think Reed Shepard gonna get it though, bro. I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna have an okay rookie campaign, but I don't think it's going to be worthy enough of Rookie of the Year. I think Stephon Castle is going to win it. But after seeing Alex Sarr yesterday, it might be him too, between him or Stephon Castle and Alex Sarr. One of them two.
A lot of people are high on Reese Shepard, and I think he might be, if we're being honest, he might be the most impactful rookie, though, this year. I think he'll be the most impactful because I think the Rockets are going into, like, not trying to win, but they're trying to be more competitive. So I think his game will have a more impact on it, and then he's definitely one of the best shooters. If somebody say I saw somebody say he's a top 25 shooter already in the league. I don't know if that's crazy, but he's a good shooter.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro. The man ain't stepped not one foot on the NBA rec flow yet. I mean, he has, but regular season, like, bro, chill. Let him play first.
But I think his impact will be more valuable than, say, Zachariah Richardson, who the Hawks, they're mid. Alex Sarr on the Wizards, they're losing. Stephon Castle, I think he definitely will have an impact. I think he'll be like the sixth man off the bench. Well, 7, because I think it's Keldon Johnson. But I definitely think they will have I think Reese will have a way better impact on the game. And the GMs also say,
porn stash? You see his porn
Yes,
stash?
I did see that. I'm like, bro, where did he get this from? Where did he get the stash from?
Yeah, bro, he need to say that shit off. He need to say that shit off.
I'm like, where did he get the mustache from, bro? Like, and then it's like, it's so weird when it's just a mustache, and then it's like
it looked like it's glued on.
Like one of them fake mustaches, and then you just stick it on.
Yeah, bro.
Also, so the GM said, who will be the best player from this rookie class in 5 years? Reese Shepard at 43%, Stephon Castle at 17%, Zachariah Richardson at 13%, Bub Carrington at 7%, Alex Sarr at 7%. And also receiving votes was Montes Buzelis, Donovan Clingan, Ron Holland, and Dalton Connect.
Low key, I think Dalton Connect nice, but in the next 5 years, nah.
Well,
I think it's gonna be
I don't know what order he's in. It just says he just received some votes.
I think it's gonna be Castle. I think Castle is gonna be the
next 5 years.
In the next 5 years. I think because you gotta think about it. You gotta think about their like what the team is gonna give them. Like Stephon Castle is gonna have the ball in his hands a lot once Chris Paul leaves. Alex Sarr might have the opportunities as well. But with Reese Shepard not unless they start him, unless they let go of Fred and then start Reese Shepard or something.
I think they will next year. I think that's gonna happen.
Okay, so if that happens, then like those three are the only ones that's gonna really like have the ball in their hands and have the opportunity to produce. But I think it's gonna be Castle because, like I said, he's gonna have the ball in his hands a lot, and you got Wemby on your team, so that should be an automatic double right there, 10 and 10, and then he's gonna give you a lot in rebounds, and he plays good D. Like I think he'll be the best player in the next 5 out of this class.
I'm gonna go with Reese Shepard, and that's because okay. Jalen Green, his future, at least with the Rockets, depends on this year. He has a good year, they might resign him. Great year, they're definitely gonna resign him. If he has an okay year and the Rockets aren't like moved by it, they might let him walk. Sengun, I think, will be there. Fred, I think he's gone because he has a team option for next year, and they show not picking that up. I think it's probably like close to $40 million. They're not picking that up. That's not going to happen. And Reese Shepard, I'm not going to say they're handing him the keys to the franchise, but I think he will be definitely a core of the franchise. Zachariah Richardson is still kind of up in the air because it's like, what is he going to be if Trae Young is still there? Like, what is he really going to be? I think he could be good, but like, could he give me 20? I don't know. But if Reese Shepard is, say, the second guy on the team, which is a possibility he will be, Reese Shepard, I definitely think will give me 20 points per game and give me about maybe 5-6 assists per game. I can believe that. And then he's gonna be. This is just predicting 5 years. He'll probably be one of the best shooters in the NBA at that time. So I don't think it's far off saying he'll be better than all these other dudes in 5 years. I don't think that's far off.
I don't see me personally. I don't see a 20-point per game scorer out of Reed Shepherd. I see him as like a 13 to 16 point per game with, like you said, with 5 or 6 assists. But to say the next five player, the best player in the next 5 years, well, is he all-star level? I don't see him being an all-star level type of player. Like Castle and Alex Sarr, I can see them being all-stars. More so Castle than Alex Sarr, but I can't really see Reed Shepherd being an all-star.
I don't know what he's gonna be. And especially, obviously, the league is gonna be different. LeBron gonna be gone. Steph probably gonna be gone. Kevin Durant might be gone. All-star, I don't know, but I definitely think he'll be. I mean, you already said you don't think they know all-stars in this draft anyway.
I mean, besides Alex Castle, he's the only one I think that has the potential to be really good in this. The rest are role players.
That's kind of sad. But I think Reed Shepherd, I think he has a chance. I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged 20 points in sometime in the next 5 years. Wouldn't be shocked at all. All right. Who is the best defensive player in the NBA? They have Victor Wembanyama at 1, Bam at 10%, Rudy Gobert at 10%, Drew Holiday at 10%, Giannis at 7, Anthony Davis at 7, Herb Jones at 7. I'm not gonna lie, this is cap. Anthony Davis should be like top 2, top 3. This is cap. Yeah. It's lying.
Yeah. But I still think Victor is low-key the best defender in the league, bro. I think it's Victor. And then after him is pick your poise between AD and Bam. Yeah, I feel like that should be your top 3 for sure. But I still think Victor is number 1 because, like, bro, 3.5, 3.6 blocks per game with a steal. And then, like, bro, I ain't gonna say I don't necessarily want to say they scared to go to the rim, bro, but challenging Victor Wembanyama, bro, that takes some big cojones. Like, all right, bro, I think he might win Defensive Player of the Year next year.
You said he was. You said that. I don't think
might. Give it. I don't think they're gonna give it to him, but he has a chance of winning it.
I don't think they.
He might.
I think Anthony Davis should be higher. I definitely think Victor is probably the best defender in the league, bro. And I feel like it's the blocks, but I feel like it's just the alternating the shots, bro. I feel like that moves me, bro. Like just alternating a shot by a second just changes everything. Because it could just change somebody's ability to shoot.
Bro, when they was playing the Magic yesterday, I don't know who the dude was, but some dude, he was at least 6'9", 6'10", something like that. Bro shot a floater. This man, Victor Wembanyama, stretched his arm. Bro, he shot the floater so high. It was over the square. That boy Victor jumped and reached his hand all the way up there and still blocked. I'm damn. How you guys shoot a floater? I'm like, bro, ain't no way he got that. But they call it goaltending. But still, like, bro, the fact that he can jump all the way up there and block a shot is insane.
So I think this is the one that kind of like, I don't want to say upset me, but I was just kind of confused. It says, who's the most versatile defender in the NBA? It's Giannis at 17%, OG at 13%, Victor at 13%, Bam at 10%, Drew at 7%. Then Jonathan Isaac, Herb Jones, and Jaden Daniels. AD's not even on here.
Yeah,
he's not on here at all. He don't even got also receiving votes. He's not on here at all.
Yeah, they tweaking. Because me personally, I say Bam or AD, 1 or 2, whoever, and then Drew's in there. OG's in there, of course. But Giannis, you don't really see. I mean, Giannis can't. You don't really see Giannis guarding guards though.
Man, I'll just be like, bro, what are we doing, bro? Anthony Davis is definitely one of the most versatile defenders in the league, and you don't even have him in the also receiving votes. He's just not even on the thing.
I don't know what they got against AD, bro. They be hating on that man.
They do be hating, bro. He should have. There should have been at one time in his career he should have at least got one Defensive Player of the Year. Don't know what year, but it should have been one of them. All right, so we could do like a couple of more. It said which team's level of success this season is toughest to predict. They got the Lakers at 17% at 1, the Rockets 13%, the Pelicans at 13, the Suns at 10, the Mavericks at 7, and the 76ers at 7.
I'll say the 76ers. Theirs is the hardest to predict because they're a new team. And we don't know how the Paul George effect is going to affect the team. I mean, personally, I think they're gonna do well and they can potentially make it to the finals. But they got some new pieces on there that we don't know, how they're gonna gel together. So I think the Sixers would be the hardest one.
I might go with the Lakers because it's like the Lakers. It's like they're a good team, but then you looking at like they're a mid team, and it's like they have a chance to go to the finals, but then it's like we come back down to earth and they're not going to the finals. And then it's like LeBron, he's old. Anthony Davis, I think people probably still gonna say he injury prone, but that is still a question mark on like, can Anthony Davis stay healthy for a second year in a row? Can LeBron stay healthy for a second year in a row? So then we don't know what these like the role players. We know what D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and them, but it's like they're kind of question marks. So what are they gonna do under JJ Redick? Are they gonna be a great team? Because I mean, and when we did the standings, you had the Lakers, I think in like the mid teams. So it's like, are they gonna be really good or are they just gonna be mid? I really don't know. I mean, I don't got them. I mean, I really don't got the Lakers going far in the playoffs anyway, but they have a chance to go. They have a chance to potentially go to the finals. There was one more. I'm trying to find it. Which player would you want taking a shot with the game on the line? Is Steph Curry at 40%, Kevin Durant at 23%, Luka at 10%, Jokic at 7%, and Damian Lillard at 7%?
Honestly, I want to say it's between KD and KD and Luka. It's between them two for me. Because that people forgetting what Luka did his first year when he got in the league. People forget about what he did to the Portland Trail Blazers. The man had a one-handed floater in the corner, contested three to send the game into OT. People forgetting how many clutch threes Luka didn't hit since he has been in the league. But if I gotta choose one, I'm gonna choose KD, bro.
I'm gonna
choose KD. I'm picking KD, bro. I'm picking KD.
I think KD is just too much of a mismatch, man. He can go on little guys, he can go on smaller guys. But like, if he wants to get to the rack, I think he can get to the rack. But we know Kevin Durant is the most efficient shooter ever. So once he gets to that mid range, and then even if he comes down the court, we've seen him do pull up threes multiple times. So he could do that. I feel like you can't really go wrong with Kevin Durant taking the last shot. But there's nothing wrong with Steph Curry, the greatest shooter ever, taking the last shot of the game. Okay, this is the last one. Which team is the most fun to watch? The Pacers at number 1, the Thunder at 2, Nuggets at 3, Warriors at 4, and the Celtics at 5. Pacers got 37%.
To me, low key, it ain't none of them. If you ask me, my most fun teams to watch will probably be the Pistons and the Hornets. That's just for me.
If I had to choose, I'd probably say the Rockets.
Rockets?
I think the Rockets should be up there, man. They got a lot of young talent. I think they deserve to be on the list.
They got a lot of young high flyers. A lot of them. Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore, Jalen Green, Jeff Green. Jeff Green still out there going crazy.
They had a vote on here. Who has like the best like core, youngest core, or something like that on here?
I was OKC.
Oh yeah, yeah. And they
OKC for
cleared on
sure.
everybody. OKC at 60%. Then it's the Magic 20, Rockets 10, Spurs 7, and the Pistons 3%.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that.
All right, that is it for our reaction to the GM surveys. Now we are getting to our top 10 power forwards in the NBA. You want to start?
Sure. All right. Well, at number one, I'm starting at 10. At 10, I got Miles Bridges. At 9, I got Evan Mobley. At 8, I got Jaren Jackson. At 7, I got Siakam. 6, I got Julius Randle. 5, I got Lauri Markkanen. 4, I got Cat. 3, I got Paulo. 2, I got Zion, and then 1 is Giannis. For me, it was so hard ranking Evan Mobley and Jaren Jackson, bro. Especially Jaren Jackson. Because that man don't get no boards, but his offensive game is so elite, and he blocks shots with the best of them.
So
But it was so
so
hard
you
ranking
didn't
him because
count
of
AD
everything.
as a power forward, or you didn't count him as a power forward?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
But continue though. Continue what you were saying.
But no, I was just saying it was hard ranking Jaren Jackson above Evan Mobley and Miles Bridges only because that man don't do nothing on a defensive rebound. He don't rebound at all. He'll get you your points, he'll get you your block shots, but he don't pass the ball and he don't rebound. Like,
Hey, that the rebound, man.
bro, he
He
pisses me
don't
off so
rebound
much
though, bro.
at all.
I wish he. I don't know why. Why doesn't he rebound? Like, what's the problem?
It's a one thing you gotta want to rebound, bro. You have to want to do it. I don't think he wants to. Shit, and then now, what's the whole point? You got Zach Edey now. What's the point?
You think he gonna go back to like 6 boards again?
Yep.
Did you count Draymond Green as a power forward, or you count him as a center?
I count Draymond as a power forward, but I still wouldn't even put him in my top 10. He an honorable mention. He old now, bro.
I think Draymond gotta be in there. Okay. But we can
He gotta
discuss
be
that.
10 then.
We gotta discuss that. All right. So my top 10, I got Draymond Green at number 10. At number 9, I got Julius Randle. At number 8, I got Jaren Jackson. At number 7, I got Lauri Markkanen. At number 6, I got Evan Mobley. At number 5, I got Pascal Siakam. At number 4, I got Cat. At number 3, I got Zion Williamson. At number 2, I got Paolo Banchero. And at number 1, I got Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis. Who'd you have at 5 again?
No, I think it was Pascal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was Pascal at 5.
Pascal at 5. And where did you have you got Mobley at what, 6 or something like that?
Yeah, I
Or
think
7?
it's at 6, something like that. It's like 6. I think Pascal, because I feel like Pascal was like he's low key like an overall player. He's one of the best transition players in the NBA. He can shoot still. He go give you 20. He can pass low key. I think he's a good passer. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's a good passer. Rebounding, I think he can rebound decent, but it's like he ain't going out there and give you 10 boards every night. But I think it's good enough. And I think he do deserve to be there in the top 5 somehow, some way. If somebody had him at 6 or 7, hey, over who?
You got him over Randall though.
I think he better than Randall. I ain't gonna count.
What?
I think he better. I think he a better shooter than Randall. I think he better than Randall. But I don't think he clears him, though. I don't think he clears him. But I do think he's better. I do think he's better.
Well, I disagree because if we going pound for pound, I'll take Julius Randle over Siakam because I think, yeah, Siakam. I don't think Siakam's a better shooter because Siakam don't really shoot threes like that. I mean, he shoots more
He's
pull up
mid range though. He's
twos.
a good
Yeah,
mid range shooter. He do a
he's
lot of pull
a
up
really
mid.
good mid range shooter. But like, you can low key. I mean, you can shut both of them down, but I feel like it's harder to guard Julius Randle than it is Siakam. Because with Julius Randle, he's so big and so physical, like you can't really do nothing with him. With Siakam, if he ain't getting to the free throw line or he ain't hitting pull up middies, like what is he really good for?
That's what I'm saying. I think he's a good all around player. That's what I'm saying. He can rebound decently and he's a good passer. Like he can get to the rack. We seen him multiple times, and the same thing with Julius Randle. Like Julius Randle go get to the rack because he go bully you to the rack. But I do believe Siakam just might be better than Randle. But nothing against Randle though. I'm trying to look up the shooting numbers because
I would say the only thing I can give you over Randle is probably the passing. But as far as rebounding and scoring and impact, I'll take Julius Randle over Siakam.
Okay, so granted, Julius Randle last year he shot 47% from the field, 31% from three on 5 attempts. And Siakam, he shot 54% from the field. I guess I'm just going like, I guess I got to go back. I guess with the Pacers, I think if whichever one you want to count. So like with the Pacers, he shot 54%, and then he shot like 38% from three, but that was only on 2 attempts. And even with the he played low key more games, I guess, with the Pacers. So I guess I'll go off that. He played 2 more games. So he shot 54% from the field and 38% from the three on 2 attempts. Like, I mean, I think
they in the same tier for sure.
Yeah,
they in the same tier for sure.
That's why I don't think Pascal clears him though. I think he's better though. Low key.
Hey,
Can Laurie move up? Can Laurie move up?
I mean, I already got Laurie in my top 5. But for people in the comments, let us know who you think is better, Julius Randle or Pascal Siakam. But I already got Laurie in my top 5. I don't think he can move up no more than that. Because I mean, he'll have to be better than Cat, Paulo, Zion, and I don't think he's better than them. Where did you have him at?
Who?
Laurie.
It was like 7 or 8. It was one of them.
Yeah, I got him at 5. So you got.
I have Giannis, Paulo, Zion, Cat, and then Pascal.
So you got Pascal over him and Mobley over him?
Bro, you was just talking smack about Mobley literally like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I got him at 9.
Just was talking
I got Mobley
about
at 9. I got Mobley at 9 and Laurie at 5.
Pascal, I think right now is a better player than Mobley. Not defensive wise though. Not defensive.
Laurie, you think Laurie? Laurie, yeah. You think Evan Mobley and Siakam better than Laurie?
Hey man, that defense, Mobley defense moves me, man. That defense moved me, man. Laurie is he cold, man. Laurie cold. I can't cap. Mobley and Laurie though, is he really a competition? Is he clearly better than Mobley?
If Mobley offensive game takes the next step, then yes, I would say Mobley is better than Laurie. But as of right now, like Laurie's not a bad defender, but he's really great offensively.
Oh, he's great. I mean, he's been the best player on that. He's been the best player since he's got there.
That's why I put I think Laurie can be your second best player on the championship team. I don't know if Evan Mobley can be my second best player on the championship team. Third, yeah.
So if Laurie would have went to the Warriors this year, where would you have like the Warriors then? Now remember, they would have got rid of like Kaminga, Pods, and maybe another kind of a young player. I don't think Moses Mooney was in there, but in some draft picks. Where would you put him
there?
Huh?
Would Clay still have been there?
No, Clay's gone. No, Clay is gone. Clay's gone.
So would it be Curry, Draymond, Laurie, Wiggins?
Yeah, who else? Whoever else there.
I mean, I like them better than this team, but it's not really like it's not really like no needle mover for real.
Are they still playing?
Yeah.
Or they get in the first round and lose?
Yeah, they still playing, but they first round exit. They still a first round exit.
Okay,
I don't even think this team might not even make the playoffs.
Okay, what if Laurie was on the Cavs? Replace Mobley. Just replace Mobley. Same team, but just replace him.
I think the Cavs would be better. I think they'd be better.
But you take that defense away. Mobley, one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, but you still got Jaren Jackson. And
you're talking about Jared Allen. Jared Allen.
You still got Jared Allen. And then you still got Laurie, who's a 7-footer. So it's like they defense, it may drop a little bit, but it's not they're not gonna go from like a top 5 to a bottom a top 25 team, like, but that offense is gonna really help during the playoffs. Because when they needed Mobley to get them something in the playoffs after they beat the Magic,
he played decent against the Celtics. I'm not gonna cap. Not entirely, but he played pretty good. He played decent.
Yeah. If you switch Lauri Markkanen out with Evan Mobley, I think Lauri Markkanen would have had a better series than Evan Mobley would have against the Celtics.
Still would have lost?
Who knows? Because who's going to guard Lauri? Who's going to guard Lauri? He's a mismatch.
Probably be Tatum.
Tatum can't guard him.
He the tallest dude.
He's just going to put Tatum in a post.
He the tallest guy because I don't think Al Horford can stick him. So, and because Al Horford got to deal with, Jared Allen is there. You got to deal with Jared Allen. So, yeah, it would probably be Tatum. Can Laurie guard Tatum?
No, can't. You can't really guard no NBA player, but I think he'd do a better. Evan Mobley would do a better job on Tatum, but I don't think he'd get like torched. Because like Lauri Markkanen is still 7 foot, so yes. Tatum like to take a lot of contested jump shots anyways. So it's like you really low key bailing Lauri Markkanen out by taking out little step back, side step threes. He has the advantage over Laurie foot speed wise. I don't know. I think it would have been closer if they would have had Mobley. I mean, not Mobley. Laurie.
I think
Laurie's
they still
really
get
good,
smacked,
man.
but I think they probably win one more game and that's it. I think they still lose regardless, but they lose a lot of defense.
I got Randall better than Mobley. I was like if you put them head to head, Julius Randle gonna cook him.
Is he getting past him though?
Man, Julius Randle cooking Evan Mobley, dog.
Hey man,
that's 20. Hey. That's 20. That's 20 and 10 barbecue chicken, dog.
Hey
Evan
man,
Mobley too small. He too small.
What's Randall? What, like 6'9", 6'10", something like that?
Yeah, like 240, 250.
6'9", 253, and yeah, he's definitely bigger. I already know that. And Mobley is what, probably like 6'10", maybe 6'11". No, I'm saying height, just the height. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, he probably like 6'10".
No, I know he's small. Oh, yes, he's definitely small. I know that for sure. Mobley is. They talk about he's 7 foot. I don't know if that's true or not.
Bro, that 6'10", that 6'11" ain't gonna mean shit once he put that motherfucking shoulder in his sternum and dunk on his ass. That ain't gonna mean shit.
Mobley is a top 5 defender in the league, and he go up against Randall.
It's his.
I know Randall. Though, hey, we talk about Tatum in the side step threes. Randall be doing the same thing, low key.
Bro, it's just Mobley's offensive game, bro. That's really it. That's the only thing that's holding him back. He could be a top 5 power forward in the league if he just progresses offensively. His offensive is It's not that
They
good,
compared him to
man.
KG. Remember that? They compared him like KG.
KG had a better offensive game than this.
Oh, yes. Definitely. He clears him offensive-wise. He clears him.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say a better defender than. I mean, Kevin Garnett's just a better player, period, than him. Like, doesn't matter. He's just a better player. Okay. Was there really a conversation with Paulo and Zion, like, wanting to be in the number 2? Was there like a legit conversation?
It is. Only reason why I got Zion number 2 is because of how dominant Zion is. We've seen what Zion could do his rookie year. Once that first game, he came back and he damn near willed that team to that. Did they win that game? I think they still lost, but I think they went to OT, didn't they?
What you talking about?
When Zion, when he first came back his rookie year, and he was
Oh, you talking about against the Spurs?
Alvin Gentry. Yeah, Alvin Gentry had.
I think they lost that game, but man, Zion was amazing that game.
Yeah, bro. And so it's like Paolo's really good. Don't get me wrong, but we haven't seen Paolo dominate for real. We've seen what Zion can do, and we've seen how dominant Zion is already. You know, I believe Paolo can dominate the game and take over games, but we just haven't seen it yet. So that's the only reason why I put Zion over Paolo.
You had Zion at 2, right? And Paolo at 3?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I want to say this? I think he has like a better offensive game than him, but I think Zion is right now kind of a better offensive player than him. Because I feel like Zion, he can get the 20 plus because he just gonna go to the rack. But Paolo, he can do it differently though. Like if he want to go out and shoot, and I think the shooting is going to get better. I hope. Well, I feel like it will be. He can shoot. He's gonna get to the rack. He's gonna post you up. I saw the man last night. Bro did a spin move and just dunked it. I was like, bro. I'm like, gee, this man is cold, bro. And I'm like, man, Paulo, he might be he's starting to be one of my favorite players. He ain't in the top 3 or top 5 yet, but he creeping up there. But I feel like Zion don't shoot a lot of threes. If he can just shoot the ball, this ain't Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons just doesn't want to shoot. For some reason, Zion, I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's scared to shoot. But we've seen it.
I don't think he's that confident in his jump shot, G. Like, he may have hit a couple of threes here and there, but like overall, he know he's not a 3-point shooter. So it's like, I might as well do what I'm good at until they can stop it.
And we haven't even seen it in the playoffs. So it's like, what's gonna happen in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna really happen?
They just gonna build a wall. Like I said, he's gonna have to take threes in the playoffs. They just gonna build a wall like they did with Giannis.
I don't think he will. Though. That's the thing. I definitely don't think they're gonna build like they're gonna like not them, but I don't think Zion is gonna like shoot threes. I don't believe it at all. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't even practice his 3-pointer this year. Like, well, over the off season. I don't think he really like went into off season, man. I just gotta be a better shooter. I don't believe it. I don't think he will. But I just think Paolo, like, he can do a lot of things. And when it comes to passing, Paolo might be a better passer. And yesterday I was like, that man has 7 assists. I think he has 7 assists. I'm like, I think this is what's gonna be it. I think he's gonna be like not the de facto point guard, but he's gonna be handling the ball a lot. I think that's what's gonna happen because they don't have a real point guard. They don't. Like Jalen Suggs says point guard, but he's not the point guard. He's not. And Giannis is just the number one. It's like we didn't even have to. There's no arguing that. He's still dominating. Yeah. I saw somebody say, like, is Giannis like underrated?
No, I don't think so.
Because he's had dominant years, but I feel like he hasn't. We're not giving him the credit. Like he's under the rug. Like, because it's always the Luka talk, the Jokic talk. And then a Joel Embiid talk, but we don't talk about Giannis kind of like that. We know he's a top 4, but we don't talk about him like that. It's like Giannis is great. We know he's there, but we're not talking about him like that.
I think it's because them other players get, more shine than him. Of course, the Jokic's and the Luka and even Shea gets probably more love than Giannis for real, for real. And B, so it's like it's and then his popularity. I think Giannis's popularity isn't as big as the others. That's why we don't really talk about him. 'Cause, like, if you really think about it, Zion damn near is more popular than Giannis, even though Giannis is a top 5 player in the NBA. I think it's just his popularity, bro. I don't think he has a lot of popularity. That's why he's not talked about, and people might consider him underrated. Like Drew Holiday, a lot of people consider Drew Holiday underrated, but if you know basketball and you watch basketball, you know damn well Drew Holiday is not underrated. It's just because of the popularity and him not being talked about as much. That's all.
Could it be because his game isn't sexy? Like it's just
Yeah,
dunking.
that too. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not as flashy.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even say it's not flashy. Like, yeah, he got dunks and stuff, but other than that, besides dunking the ball, what does Giannis do that's really spectacular? He may have a pass here and there that's spectacular, but other than that, he just dunking the ball.
I mean, last year he averaged 30, 11, 6 assists, a steal, and a block, and shot 61% from the field. And it's like that didn't even get you in the top three in MVP. If it was any other year, he's in the top three easily.
Hmm.
But you know, some people think he's like underrated, and I feel and I saw a lot of people say they think he's gonna have a great year this year. They think
Yeah,
he's gonna have a
I think he
great
is.
year, another like a great year.
Well, if he can stay healthy, I think him and Dame are gonna do really well, bro. Like Dame coming back healthy and Dame coming back in shape, that's gonna open the floor a lot for them. Because last year Dame shot terrible from three, and we don't normally see Dame shoot that bad from three, bro. Dame didn't look like Dame at all last year.
And he was a bad defender. He was terrible.
Like he didn't look like Dame. I mean, Dame really wasn't that good of a defender anyway, so I'm not really tripping on that. But he just didn't look like Dame. I
This
think
was
this year, he's came back in shape. He even said in his interviews, to start the season that you know, I'm more familiar now with Milwaukee, with dealing with my kids. I had an off season to get back in shape, and so I think Dame's gonna come back on a vengeance. And then when, like I said, when him being healthy and all that stuff, it's just gonna open the doors for Giannis.
let me show these comments. Derek Lambert playing a full season is kind of a plus. I think that was back when we was doing the GM surveys.
Yeah, for Joel Embiid.
I think it was either Joel or Anthony Davis. It was one of them. And then old Gary TV, keep going, fellas. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, big
Means a
dog.
lot. All right, that is it for our top 10 power forwards in the NBA. Next thing we're going to talk about is previewing the Southwest Division, which consists of the Dallas Mavericks, the New Orleans Pelicans, the Houston Rockets, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the San Antonio Spurs. First team we're going to talk about, the San Antonio Spurs. What do we expect from them this year?
I expect the Spurs to be very competitive. When I looked at their lineup, I think that, well, once Devin Vassell gets back, I think it's going to be Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, like you said, Jeremy Shohan, and Victor Wembanyama. And they didn't look bad at all. I like the way that they're playing. Since Chris Paul got there, you can obviously tell that ball movement was a key this offseason in the training camps because they were moving the ball a lot. Like that's why I think Castle had so many turnovers the first game because they put emphasis on moving the ball. But I think they're going to be highly competitive this year. Like I said in the hot takes, I think they'll make the playoffs. Um, I think Chris Paul is going to lead the league in assists this year. And I think those rookies are going to develop faster than normal because you're already with San Antonio and they have a good developmental program. But now you got Chris Paul. So I think that's going to accelerate Stephon Castle's growth. It's going to accelerate Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Victor. All of them are going to get way better since Chris Paul being there.
I think the Chris Paul addition was. I think it was a good fit. Obviously, last year they had trouble at like the point guard position, and a point guard actually giving the ball to Wemby. I think Chris Paul, he's one of the best at doing that. So I think that helps, and with their defense, I think Chris Paul can still, even at basically almost 30, I think he's either 39 or 40 years old. I think he can still give you something as a defensive point guard, even though he's older. Devin Vassell, I'm high on Devin Vassell. I think he's gonna have another. I don't want to say another breakout year, but I think he's gonna give me like 20+ point games. Harrison Barnes, he's there for the mentorship. Jeremy Sohan, now that he's not the point guard, because I don't know what Greg. I know he was like trying things out, but now that he's not the point guard, he can honestly be maybe like that second type playmaker on the court, which can definitely help them. Because yes, he did run point guard last year, but that might have actually helped him on like his passing and playmaking to an extent. He ain't gonna be playmaking all the time, but I think that will help in certain stints. And Victor, I've already said I think he's gonna probably give me 25 points, 13 rebounds, still gonna be blocking at 3 blocks per game and probably 4 or 5 assists. And now he's not gonna be on minutes restriction. So
go
ahead.
The one thing that scares me, bro, when I was watching is them lobs Chris Paul and them was throwing to him. That's gonna scare me.
Only saw the one lob.
It's gonna scare me because if you're throwing all that lobs to him, when he come down, he might land on somebody's foot. He might come down awkward. Like that's the only thing I'm really worried about is all those lobs are gonna be thrown to him in the regular season because you can get hurt so easily like that. So easily.
Actually, because low key, that one, I think everybody saw that one, the one with Chris Paul threw it. It was like a weird type lob though. I don't know if it's how it was the camera angle, but it's like, I don't know. It was like a weird type of lob. It's like he flew to the rim. He didn't dunk. It's like he flew. It's like he twerked his body around. And then at that angle, like you said, could land on somebody's foot, could fall awkwardly. So that does make a difference. And you're very high on Stephon Castle. And I think Stephon Castle, and I know you said you think Chris Paul gonna be traded, but for some reason I don't think he gets traded. And I hope he actually doesn't get traded because I think having Stephon Castle under Chris Paul for a whole year, that can up his level to being a really good player in year 2. Now, if somehow, they're really bad and they trade Chris Paul, let him go, and Stephon Castle has to go out there and play, like half the season or whatever, I ain't got no problem with that. But I feel like this is kind of like a NFL thing. Let the rookie just sit for a year and let him watch after Chris Paul. Let him watch Chris Paul this whole year and see how he plays.
Only reason why I think they should move him during the middle of the season is because now you get to let Stephon Castle go out there and make his mistakes. Because if you keep Chris Paul there the entire year, next year when Castle starts, he learned in the Chris Paul, but he's still gonna make a couple of rookie mistakes because he hasn't played. He doesn't know what it's like to be a starting NBA point guard in the league until Chris Paul left. So if you move Chris Paul during the middle of the season, he's still going to get that mentorship from Chris Paul. But now it gives him the opportunity and the rope to make those mistakes and, just be a rookie.
They were 22-60 last year. I think when we did their win totals, I think we both had the under. Does these preseason games move you a little bit?
Yes.
Move you a little bit?
Yeah. Yes. No, I think we did they over, bro. I think we did they over.
I don't think so. I don't believe it because I can go back and look now.
I definitely think they're gonna win over 22 games, though. They're definitely gonna win over 22 games.
They can.
They look like a competitive team. I don't see them. They might get 30 wins. I don't see them getting no less than 30 wins, bro.
I know I got off FanDuel. So their win total was 36.5.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Well, that's different. But if we went over 22, they win. They win
Yes.
22 games. They win over that. They win
I
over that.
You don't think the Spurs are an exciting team to watch? I know you didn't say them.
Only reason why I say no is because Devin Vassell isn't there right now. I mean, with Wemby, of course, Wemby is exciting. Everyone's gonna want to see what Wemby does. But nah, I ain't really that excited for real.
Is it just as like it's Wemby, then it's like,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
everybody
Wemby
else.
is
It's
everybody
everybody
else, bro.
I saw somebody, this was like a minute ago. Somebody said Devin Vassell is the Chris Middleton to Wemby, like Chris Middleton to Giannis and Devin Vassell to
Yeah,
Wemby.
okay. Hey, that's not bad. That's not a bad comparison. I can see that. That's not bad. That's
Hey
not a bad
man,
comparison.
I'm high on Devin Vassell. I gotta try and get that man in fantasy, man. As long as it's
What
really
he hurt? Did
depending
he
on
break
you.
like
As
a
long as
bone
you
or
don't
something?
snake me and get him.
Did he break like a bone or something?
I don't know what happened. Because I think he had surgery, but they said he's still not ready. I don't know what happened to him. I ain't gonna cap.
Because he out for what, like 2-3 months, right?
No, I think he got it like sometime in the off season.
Okay.
If I can find it, yeah, man. As long as you don't snake me, because my draft depend on you. My draft depend on you. I gotta base my draft off you.
Ain't Aaron like right before me?
Aaron is number 2.
Aaron number 2.
Well, in my league,
is that in my league? Aaron is right next to me.
It might be because I'm at 5. I know I'm at 5. Okay, it says Devin Vassell, he's gonna be out until November 1st, so that's like a week.
Yeah.
A week and a half after the regular season start.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, he gonna be back. Oh, yeah, he gonna be back.
Yeah, he stress fracture in his right foot.
He gonna be. Yeah, he gonna be good. He gonna be good.
Yeah. All right, that is it for the San Antonio Spurs. The next team we're going to be talking about is the Houston Rockets. What do we expect from the Houston Rockets and baby Jordan Clarkson, aka Jalen Green?
Just like the Spurs, I think they're going to be highly competitive too. I think the Rockets are going to be in a lot of games this year because we're forgetting they're getting Steven Adams back. Now I don't know if they're going to start Steven Adams with Sengun or they're just going to bring Steven Adams off the bench. But regardless of what they do, having Steven Adams is going to help their defense a lot, and it's going to help their second unit. And I think, like I said, I think they're going to be in a lot of games this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled out a top 6 seed, or I think they're going to make the play-in / playoffs for sure, either as a 7 or 8 seed, because their team is, like I said, they're going to be highly competitive, and like they got a lot of people over there to play. They got a lot of bodies. They got a lot of good young talent. Got a great coach. Another year of team chemistry. So they should progress and get better this year. Hopefully, Jalen Green takes the next step and he becomes that player that the Rockets want them to become. Also, did you see that they starting Amin Thompson?
I think
So I think it's
Fred
gonna be
was out.
Fred.
Fred wasn't playing. That's why. Well, yesterday's game, Fred. I don't think Fred played, but I do remember. But there was a game he did. He did start. Let me see. They only played 2 games, and yesterday, yes, Fred didn't play last game, so it was Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Amin, Jabari, and Sengun. And now the first game, I don't think Fred played that game either. Okay, Fred did play. Oh, okay. So it was Fred. Okay, I don't think Dylan Brooks ain't played that game.
Okay.
So,
well, never mind there. But yeah, I think they're gonna be highly competitive, and I think they're gonna be fighting for a playoff 7 or 8 seed.
All I'm gonna say is, if Jalen Green does what he did in March, my hot take might not be a hot take no more. If he can average whatever, what was it, like 20 something points in March or April? Was it April? Let me see. I'm about to look at it right now. Because
I don't know if it was like at the
boy.
end of the season.
Because
Yeah, he picked up
boy.
early in the season.
If he give me what he was doing then, I believe in my pick. I believe in my pick, man. Yep, it was March. In March, that man gave me 27.6 boards and 3 assists. If he could give me that, top 4 seed, Houston Rockets, baby. Bernardo, I think this is it. This is the year where we see what the Rockets are gonna do. Like, are they gonna be, like you said, a top 16? And then it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be distractions, but Jalen Green, technically kind of in the contract year. Sengun, technically in the contract year. Fred, like I said, I think this is it, but Fred is there for mentorship. He's still a good player. Dylan Brooks is an okay player. I don't think he's bad. I just think he does extra stuff. But I think he's a good 3-and-D type player. Jabari Smith.
Hey, do you think they move him after this season too? Because like I said, you got a lot of young pieces on that team that need to play.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they might. Low key. Because you can't. Because at some point you do gotta play like majority of your young players. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Dylan Brooks is that so good that he's gonna stunt the growth. But I think he's kind of in the way. Because it's like he's getting all this money, and it's like you ain't gonna pay this dude. I know it's different now, like people off the bench make 20-something, but it's like to them, it's like you gotta have Dylan Brooks in the starting lineup because like if you put him on the bench, it's like it was kind of a waste of money because I think he's only making like 20 a year. So that's really nothing. So they might, and I think a team will take that contract because it'll be 2 years left.
Yeah, because like they need to play a man, they need to play Cam, they need to play Tari Eason.
Hey, Cam,
like they got, yeah. Cam, if I'm being honest, Cam should have won lottery, bro. He should have won lottery.
What was they scared of? What was they saying?
His injury. His injury. The Rockets got a steal, and it's like they should not. I ain't gonna lie, he looked better than a man. And they took a man in the lottery.
Well, a man did get hurt last year.
I think a man's the better player overall, but like as of right now, Cam looks better than him. They gotta find a way to play them boys, though. They gotta find a way to play him.
Good. He's really good, bro.
If you ask me, bro, I'll trade Jalen Green too, and I'll start Cam and a man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, so last year, remember when the Rock? I don't know if this is true, but remember last year when the Nets tried to get Jalen Green, and I think the Rockets said, or the Nets? No, I think the Rockets tried to trade them Jalen Green, and the Nets said no. If you're the Nets, would you have done it?
Yeah. Well, at that time they had Bridges and all them, so they probably believed in Bridges.
I think Bridges was coming back because I think they wanted Bridges. I gotta go back and look at the trade.
Yeah, so it's like Bridges coming back. We believe in him, and Jalen Green is still young, and we want to be competitive and do something in the East. But I mean, I would have did it. Only because Jalen Green's young and the upside. Mikal Bridges, you already know what type of player he is now. And the Nets, they need something exciting to bring people in them seats. And that's exactly what Jalen Green is.
The thing with Jalen Green, man, them assists is killing me. 0 in game 1 and 2 in game 2. I feel like you got to give me at least 4. At least 4, bro. I know you can score. Baby. I know you can score.
More athletic Jordan Clarkson, dog.
I know you can score, bro.
Tell you, bro.
No, I know. You've been saying it, brother. You've been saying it. You've been saying it. But come on, bro. No assists and only 2. I think you can give me 4. At least 4, bro.
How much did he drop both games?
Game 1 he dropped 21, and in game 2 he
What was his
dropped
percentages?
12.
What he shoot from the field?
3 from 12 from the field in game 2, and in game 1 he shot 7 for 14 for 21 points.
I mean, it's
4 from 9 for 3.
It's preseason, but that's still looking like last year's Jalen Green.
3 for
I
9
mean, but
from
it's
3
still
games.
preseason. It's still preseason. 3 from 2. You can't shoot 3 from 12, bro. It's the preseason, bro. Like okay, like I said, that's why you gotta take the preseason with a grain of salt. Because if they have a bad performance, it's like damn. But then if they have a good performance, it's like oh my god. But he cannot revert back to the old Jalen Green. He has to be more consistent. Like you said, them assists gotta go up, bro. You can't give me 0, bro. You can't give me 0. Come on now, dog.
And I mean, you've been preaching it for years. It's like, okay, I know you can score, brother, but I feel like you gotta do other stuff too. Like you gotta give me some boards, or you gotta dime.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Sengun and Fred gonna be having the ball majority of the time.
Even defense. If he was a good defender or a great defender, I wouldn't even give no fuck about the rebounds or the assists because you out there defending. But you're not even doing that.
He may go.
I don't know who worse, him or Jaren Jackson. I don't know who worse.
It's definitely Jaren Jackson because there is no excuse. You're 6'11" and you can't give me boards. But we'll talk about the Grizzlies and we'll talk about the Grizzlies after this. But Jalen, I feel like Jalen Green, I think he's gonna up his scoring to 20-some points because you're better than that. I think you are better than that. Their bench, I think, is really good. I think their bench, I think they might have one of the deepest teams too in the NBA, up there with Minnesota, and we talked about them earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they might have the best bench.
You think they got the best in the NBA? You think they got the best bench in the NBA?
They might.
The best bench in the NBA. Whoa, I got off the top of my head. I think it might be Minnesota. Okay, we just talked about it, man.
I mean, she got Shepherd, Rob. I feel like they cancel each other out.
Okay.
Then you got Steven Adams and Nas Reed. If you want to say Nas, that's cool with me. Then you got Cam and Terrence Shannon.
Cam.
And then you got a man and Nikhil Alexander. Dante
better right now.
Okay, and then Tyree Eason. And who else they got? Nikhil Alexander.
I'll probably give it to Nikhil right now.
I mean, I don't know.
I might give it to Nikhil right now because the defense, like
they got a good bench too, though.
Like you got Steven Adams, Reed Shepherd, Amin Thompson, Cam Whitmore, Tyree Eason. You still got Jayshawn Tate.
Jayshawn Tate. I know I'm forgetting about some people, Jay.
Jeff Green. Jeff Green be hooping. Jeff Green be hooping low key, and he old too. He be hooping still.
They got a really good bench too.
And Aaron Holiday. They got him. They still got him. And Aaron Holiday ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, man. Okay. What do we expect from Jabari Smith in year 3? Because obviously this isn't the year yet to give him the contract, but going into the offseason, I think they probably gonna do the same thing, wait until they give him the contract. But we're in year 3 and I think he's gotten better from year 1 and year 2.
Yeah, he definitely has.
What are we expecting from him? What would you consider him? Like the third best player on the team?
Oh.
Because when you think about it,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm real high on Cam, bro. I think Cam is damn near the third best player. Bro, Cam is every time he get in the game.
Better than Sengun or outside of Sengun?
No, Sengun is the number one. Sengun is number one.
Okay.
For sure. But I mean, then if you want to say Fred number 2, but I'm not even trying to include Fred. I'm just thinking about all the young guys. Like Cam, every time Cam get in the game, bro, he down to score double digits, bro. And that's only in like 15 minutes. 15 minutes and less. So just imagine what he doing with 30 minutes. And he was doing that as a rookie. But I think Jabari Smith's second year under Ime Udoka He's gonna be better defensive. What did he average last year, points wise?
He averaged 13 points, 8 rebounds last year.
I think he's gonna go up to like 15, 16, 17. I mean, that's a nice. I ain't gonna say a nice jump, but I feel like that's good for him. I don't need him to be at 20 something points per game because you still got Jalen Green, you still got Fred for all that. And then you still got Sengun. So it's like when Fred leaves, or if they decide to let Jalen Green walk, then I need to see more from him offensively. But as of right now, I think he good between 15 and 17. You keep your 8 boards, and give me some more blocks. Yeah, he'll be good.
I would say, I think he needs to get to the line more. I think he's like, I'm looking now. He only attempted 2 free throws last year.
Oh yeah.
He can. I think he can easily give me 6. Damn near 8.
I need at least 5 or 6. I need at least 5 or 6 free throws.
You add that up, and you talking about 13, 15. Man, that's 20 points right there. So I feel like I think you gotta be more aggressive, because I think he's more of like stop and pop type shooter. Give me the ball at the elbow and shoot threes. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, because 3-point percentage last year went up to 36%. And I think for him, I think that's pretty good from 30% from his rookie year.
Yeah, because when he came out, they were saying he was a really great shooter. So
like
I do need in the future, I do need that 3-point percentage to be around 40. At least 39, 40. I do need that from you though. Because they expecting you to be they stretch, quote unquote, big. So I need you to hit that 3 ball at a high clip. I need that.
I got a question. So hypothetically, they let Sengun walk. Can he be your center?
No.
Okay.
Jabari is more of a he doesn't have the handles of a 3, but he is more of a 3/4. But he's in center, no.
He said no. He said no. But the Rockets, I expect high things. I'm still sticking with my hot take for in the West. Just a hot take. You gotta remember that it's just a hot take, brother. It's just a hot take. And I'm high on Amen Thompson. I think he's gonna play really good this year. As long as he stays healthy, I think we can see something from him. All right, that is it for the Houston Rockets. The next team we're going to talk about is the Memphis Grizzlies. What do we expect from the Memphis Grizzlies this year?
Hey, it wouldn't surprise me if the Memphis Grizzlies is the best team in this division, bro. I think with Ja, that boosts their team tremendously. And now they got Zach Edey, so now they got a big body down there. Because the Grizzlies playing really good when they had Steven Adams. So now you got Zach Edey. The only thing with Zach Edey is how well is he gonna adjust to the NBA? Because if he adjusts well to the NBA and he's not messing up on defensive coverages and he's playing really good in pick and roll defense, because all they're gonna really use him for is lob threats, rebounding, affecting shots, being a big body in the rim. Like, you don't really need anything from him offensively this year. You just need him to be big, play solid defense, and rebound. And if he can do that, and Josh stay healthy, and everybody else stay healthy, bro, they can make some noise in the West, bro. They can make some noise. Because Taylor Jenkins is a great coach, bro. So their team defense is gonna be good as it is already. And then you got Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane's not a bad defender. Ja plays defense. He's not a liability. So I think they can be the best team in this division if they stay healthy. It all depends on if health and if Zach Edey adjusts as well to the NBA.
Yeah, last year was like a throwaway year because everybody got hurt. So it's like, I really don't go off that year. That was just throwaway. Ja Morant, you might have to put him in type of like the game changing type, like in the category. You might have to put him in there. You might have to put Ja in that category, game changing, because we've seen when he's not there, they're not a good team. They're really bad. So Ja, I feel like Ja, He's still going to be aggressive. Obviously, one of the most athletic players, not even just guards, just players in the NBA. He's still going to be attacking the rim. He can shoot, but I feel like his shot just has to be a little bit better. He's a good playmaker. He does all that. Desmond Bane, I know he had a really good year last year, but Ja wasn't there. How is he going to – and he's done it before, but let's see how he adjusts back to being obviously the second option or the third if you want to say Jaren Jackson. I'm not going to argue that. Marcus Smart, he missed basically the whole year. So it's like, I don't know. But we know Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year. That's still a small team. Not going to lie. Well, at least in the backcourt. It's still a small team. And Desmond Bane, he's a big dude. His length, though, is just, it's not it. Because, like, there's going to be times when you have to guard Kevin Durant, LeBron, even a Kawhi Leonard. I don't think it's gonna be enough to guard them. Maybe they might put Marcus Smart on them type of this. I'm not gonna count. That's what they might do. So let's see how that works. Zach Edey, Taylor Jenkins did say that he has the green light to shoot threes, though. He has the green light. And he even said it when he was going into this was like during the draft combine. He basically talked about he was going to extend his range because he knows how the NBA is now. You basically need like a center or just a big dude to start shoot threes to help spread the floor. And I think he will start not hitting, but just start shooting threes. I can see 2 threes a game. I'm not upset at 2. I think he will. But in his first game, he gave me 6 points, 7 rebounds. Blocks? He gave me a block. I think he can give me 2. I'm upset at that. If you can give me 8,
ain't bad.
8 with 2 blocks, I love it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, the only thing is, how many minutes is he going to play? Like, of course, in college he played all them minutes, but that's college, bro. NBA is faster. They are way fast. The game is way faster. So, how many minutes is he gonna play? Is he gonna play 30 minutes? Or is he going to play high 20s or mid 20s? And, they put Jaren Jackson at they 5. He played like 25, and then they put Jaren Jackson as center for 15 minutes or something like that. So that's what I'm looking for. How many minutes Zach Edey is going to play, and is he going to adjust well to the NBA?
I wouldn't be shocked if he plays probably like 26 minutes per game. I think I feel like that's what he might, because he is still a rookie, but when it comes down to it, when it's like the closing lineup, they're going to have Jaren Jackson at the center. I think that's
depending on how well he shoots.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how well he shoots and how he plays defensively, they might keep him in the closing
Did you see that? Did you see that clip when Ja threw him the lob and he called it, and somebody in the comments said he looks faster?
Yeah.
And I
think he's been working on getting better in shape.
And they have a decent bench. And we're forgetting Gigi Jackson is out. Vince Williams is out. They were really good last year.
Scottie Pippen Jr.
I was gonna ask you about him. I was definitely gonna ask you. Brandon Clark comes back for a full year because he tore his Achilles. He came back late in the year. He comes back. I think he's good. He's a good player. He's a good player. And you bring back Luke Kennard, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. So I think they got a good bench. They bench is good, but I definitely was going to ask you about Scottie Pippen Jr. Like, is he going to be an impact player this year, especially on the second unit?
Yeah, I think he's going to be their backup point guard. He plays really well. He knows he's like to me, he's like a better Tyus Jones offensive wise. I think Tyus Jones is a better playmaker, but offensively, Scottie Pippen Jr. is better. But they're like the same type of player in my eyes. I think he'll run that second unit very well. I think he's a nice, decent little point guard, especially as a backup point guard. He's decent. I fuck with him.
The first game they played, he had 12 points, 4-4 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, 6 assists off the bench. 18.
Yeah, he's a really great floor general, bro. Even when he was playing at Vanderbilt, he was playing. He's playing really good.
Hey, guess who the Grizzlies got on their team?
Who?
Armando Bacot.
Hey, Bacot. he not bad, bro.
But you
He
was
not
talking
bad.
about. I remember you was like, man, he ain't gonna be. He ain't gonna really do nothing in the NBA because he stayed
He
He
not.
stayed 5 years in college. Bro,
Bro, you
he
say,
came in there with Cole Anthony, and Cole Anthony been in the league for like 4 years now. Like, bro, what?
G, if you stay in college for 5 years, bro, like the reason why he stayed in college because he know he wasn't gonna get paid nothing in the NBA. So let me get this NIL money before I try to make it to the league. And that's exactly what he did. Because, bro, he has not improved. All his years at college, he has not improved. He has been the same player since he walked in there, bro. You telling me you couldn't add a jump shot? You couldn't lose weight? Like, come on, bro. Like, give me some. You the same player.
Hey, man, I'm like,
I'm surprised he got signed.
He gonna be in the G League though, majority of the year.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I mean, in college, freshman year, 9 points, 8 boards, 12.7, 16 and 13, 15 and 10, and 14 and 10. And a block.
You telling me you couldn't give me 20 not one? You've been in college for 5 years and you couldn't give me 20 points per game not one time? And you was always considered one of the best bigs in college. You couldn't give me 20?
Hey, man. It's weird because in his last year at UNC, he only attempted 9 shots per game. 5 for 9.
You're supposed to be the best. You're supposed to be the best player on that team, bro.
And he played 30 minutes. And we know in college,
shots.
that's basically the majority of the game. 30 minutes. That's majority of the game.
That's the whole game. Yeah. He only taking 9 shots, bro.
Hey, man, get off Baycott, man. Get off Baycott, bro. Hey. Oh, man. But the Grizzlies, I think we expect them to both be like kind of. Well, I forgot where I had them. I think if I had off the top of my head, I think they might have maybe a 6 seed. But I think you had them kind of high though, like top 4 in the West, something like that. I think.
I know I had the Timberwolves up there. I had OKC up there. I had Dallas up there. I think I did. I think I might have had them at 5.
On the Grizzlies.
I think I had them at either 5 or 6. I don't think I had them at 4, but I definitely think I had them at like 5 or 6.
You were high on the Grizzlies. Yeah. I mean, I think they're gonna be really good if everybody stays healthy. I think they can, like you've been saying, make some noise in the West because Josh, he's really good. He's really good, and I think he can definitely get the Grizzlies back up at the top of the list. Because I mean, we saw it. What was that 1 year? They was 2 in the West, something 3, something like that, when they faced the Warriors in the state finals and lost. So I think he could get back up there. So yeah, I think the Grizzlies are going to be like a really good team. The next team, the New Orleans Pelicans. What are we expecting from the Pelicans this year?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Did you watch that game? They play against the Magic?
Yeah, I'm not liking the Pelicans, bro. They got because Daniel Tice as your center is not gonna cut it, bro. It's not gonna cut it. And if you having Zion at your 5 once Brandon Ingram come back, that's not gonna cut it. And like, bro, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, if they fire Willie Green at the end of this season, bro. Because granted, Zion has been hurt some of them years. Willie Green has been the head coach, but other than that, what has Willie Green done? The Pelicans ain't really gotten better. Like, to be honest, now that they ain't got no center, I wouldn't be surprised if they if they had a bunch of bumps and bruises at the beginning of this season. I can see them having a negative record. Like, if they first 20 games, I could see them going like 9-11. Or I could see them going like 8-12 or something like that, bro. Like, and once the beginning of the season, if you get off to a slow start, it's gonna be hard to make them games up during the middle and the end of the season, especially when people getting hurt. Zion, who's always injury prone, hopefully he stays healthy this year, but you can't get up to no slow start, especially with the team y'all got now.
So, in that first game, In 21 minutes, Daniel Tice gave 2 rebounds. 21 minutes. I don't know how many minutes he's going to play. And Zion in 19 minutes gave you 8 rebounds. Take it with a grain of salt. It's only 1 game. But if Zion can you go give me 8 rebounds, I'm kind of happy because last year he basically only gave me 6. So the big, I feel like they should have went after a big, and it's like I feel like sometimes GMs, I don't want to say I don't know, like they don't be confident or something. It's like, bro, if I know we don't have this specific position, and I know, and there are some that are out there, go get them, bro. Clint Capella is out there. Damn, Robert Williams is out there. Go after somebody, man. Forget that. Give me DeAndre Ayton. I know y'all might say y'all like him, but let's be honest, y'all probably don't. So let me go after DeAndre Ayton and see what he's for. You guys need a big. If Zion was probably at least 6'9", I think things are so different.
Yeah, he only 6'6" though.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, that's not good enough. And we've talked about it, and you talked about it a lot. Bro, when they go up against Jokic, just barbecue chicken. That's it. I don't know what they're going to do. And then, forget that, Aaron Gordon against Brandon Ingram. Like, what? Like, bro, Aaron Gordon's going to baby him. They're not. It's size that's the problem. I think the offense is definitely going to take time because I think DeJounte Murray, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if he's the legit point guard. And you said it last week, they want Zion to have the ball in his hands. And I do think they want that. If that's the case, why did we go get DeJounte Murray then? What was the point of that?
Well, DeJounte coming out of high school and in college, he was more so of a scorer. So, but since he got into the NBA and he's with San Antonio, Pop turned him into a point guard. But he's naturally a scorer. But you already got CJ and you got Brandon Ingram. Like, you got enough scores as it is. And like you said, the Pelicans play the best when Zion has the ball in his hands. So, I don't know. Like I said, Willie Green is on the hot seat, bro. He's on the hot seat this year.
Can we say they're stuck in no man's land? Can we say that?
Yes. Yes. 2 years ago, they had a chance.
You said, man, if Zion was healthy, they would have beaten the Suns in the first round.
They would have. Because they were rolling that year.
Because I did when I saw they got DeJounte Murray, I was like, okay, I do like it. They got a point guard, but now I'm looking at it. I'm at the point where what are they doing? Like, I don't know what they're doing.
You will literally, in order to make that team work, you have to flip Brandon Ingram and get a big back. And then once you flip him, then depending on what you want to do, if you want to start Trey Murphy or not, but you gotta get a big back, bro. You got to.
What if you flip CJ? And then let's say you get a big, so you have DeJounte, Brandon, Herb, Zion at the 4, and whoever the center is.
Wait, who at the 2?
You could probably, Herb or Brandon, whichever one, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Then Zion 4.
Well, yeah. It depends on what CJ McCollum trade value is, though. Does he have enough trade value to trade for like a legit starting center? Maybe Robert Williams for sure, but they got so many guards over there. They're not gonna take him. It gotta be a team that got anyway. Yeah, so it's like you gotta be a team that got no guards but they got bigs.
I'm calling the freaking Hawks, bro. I'm calling them. I'm sorry. Or low key, send them to Chicago.
And will they get Vucevic? Ah,
And
boy,
then
if they send me to Chicago,
but
I'm buying out.
But
I'm
that's
buying
what I was
out.
just about to say. That give me the buyout, then I can go to whatever team I want to.
Uh-huh. The
Like,
Magic. He'd be nice on the Magic.
they don't have a big though.
I'm talking about if they do the Chicago thing and then buy out and then he go to the Magic, he'd be good on the Magic.
They will definitely probably put him on the bench though. And I have no problem with him being my 6th man. If CJ might be a better player than KCP, but KCP two-way ability just trumps everything CJ does. The only difference is the ball handling. That's it. But that two-way, that moves me more than whatever CJ does. And say he goes to the Magic. But I'm like, it's okay. And I truly believe they want to start Trey Murphy so bad, but they still got Brandon Ingram. And it's like, nobody wants Brandon Ingram. And I think when the Hawks, they said the Hawks didn't want Brandon because they didn't want to sign him to a long-term deal. And that's understandable. Brandon Ingram this past year, he don't deserve no $200 million.
No, he didn't. After the way he did in the playoffs,
he was bad in the playoffs. He was bad.
Yeah.
Forget that. In the playoffs, he was terrible. He was bad. Yeah. Bro, he was getting locked up by Lou Dort. And Lou Dort is a great defender. But he was getting locked up by Lou Dort, bro. He was bad. He was really bad.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the best bet, flip both of them. Keep DeJounte, Herb, and Zion.
If they're low-key like mid, not even a mid team, but kind of below mid, they could flip them too. Yeah. They could flip CJ and Brandon Ingram. But whatever team, is it worth trading whatever for Brandon Ingram knowing he's going to be on his last year? And it's like, do I want to do that?
The Nets? Get Claxton.
I do think I wouldn't be shocked if Claxton. Hey, that would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that would be amazing. I think
send Brandon Ingram over there. They'll pay Brandon Ingram. They need to use their cap space anyways. So trade Brandon Ingram and CJ over there and get Claxton and probably some other pieces. And Dory Finney-Smith.
Good 3-and-D defender. Good 3-and-D player.
Or try to get Cam Johnson to come off your bench, get some other players for them too. And then that way it still makes the Nets kind of competitive, gets people in their seats, because you'll have Ben, CJ, Brandon Ingram.
That team don't scare me still.
No, I mean it don't, but it solves the Brooklyn Nets problem that gets people in the seats, and it solves the Pelicans problem and get a center.
Like the Pelicans, they have Jordan Hawkins. You have Trey Murphy coming off the bench. Who else? Jordan Hawkins. Jordan Hawkins. He played good. Right? He played good in that first game. He had 18 points. He played good.
Is Larry Nance still there?
No, they traded him for DeJounte. He in Atlanta. That's who they should. They should have found a way to keep him. I don't know how you could basically say, okay, we got no big. So Valanciunas leaves. Basically, Larry Nance our only big, but we got to trade him to get DeJounte. And it's like, now you have no center.
I mean, he wasn't even that big to begin with. Anyway, he was like 6'9", but Larry Nance ain't bad. He not bad.
That's what I'm saying. Or maybe Missy from the dude that was in Baylor, the rookie they got.
Yeah.
And they better hope he can. He comes along better during the season. Then maybe it's like we gotta play him because we need size. Like he's 6'11", 236. That's what they need, but he's just a rookie, so they not gonna play him. Well, at least start him.
Yeah.
Like, the Pelicans aren't stuck in no man's land. I'm not going to cap. But like you said, Daniel Tice, ugh. And then he don't even block shots.
Nope.
So it's like,
bro, ain't nobody
protection.
Bro, their paint defense is gonna be atrocious, bro. Bro, people are not gonna be scared to go to the hole on them. Yeah, you got Zion, but Zion's not. Yeah, he can jump high, but he's not really a shot. He's not known for shot blocking. So you gonna try him, and he only 6'6". So anybody that's 6'9" and up, they gonna try whoever's in that hole.
Do they play?
Ja gonna have a field day with them. Ja gonna look like he had one of them trampoline basketball rims, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm putting the Pelicans in no man's land. I have no clue what they're doing, but I still think they are a good team, though. I feel like if Zion is healthy, they are still a really good team. And if Brandon Ingram comes back and plays better than what he did last year, DeJounte Murray do too. Like they got a good team. It's just that big, man. That big
That's
is
the only
just
thing they
messes up
missing.
everything. That messes
the
up
only thing they
everything.
missing.
I still think they could probably crack 40 wins, though. I think they can still get it. I think the talent is so good they can give me 40 wins. All right. The last team, the Dallas Mavericks. What do we expect from them this year?
Hey, you know one of my hot takes. I think they're gonna make it back to the finals before the Celtics. I expect the Dallas Mavericks to pick up where they left off last year, and then with the addition of Clay, I think Clay is gonna make them better. I don't like the fact that Lucas came. This is second year in a row. I think Lucas came in with like a calf injury.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. But I like that Jason Kidd is having Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford have a battle for that starting center position. Ultimately, I think Derek Lively is gonna end up starting, and I think that's gonna make their team better defensively. Because you know how I feel about Daniel Gafford, bro. I don't think Daniel Gafford's that intelligent of a NBA player. I think his basketball IQ is kind of low. But he's a great backup big. But like I said, I expect Dallas to be one of the top teams in the West, top 4 team. I think I probably had Dallas 4 and then Memphis 5. But I think Dallas, I expect them to be a top team in the West. And I expect them to pick up where they left off.
He started Daniel Gafford in that first game. And I know it's one game, but I think that's what he's going to do. I think he's going to start Daniel Gafford and probably end it with Lively. I think that's what Jason Kidd going to do. But the Dallas Mavericks have the second best player in the NBA, Luka Doncic. I expect Luka to play the same. He's going to give me 30 points. He's going to rebound. He's low-key like their best rebounder. And it's kind of sad, but that's just how life is. He is their only, they're not their only, but they're one of their best decision makers. Obviously, Kyrie Irving is on that team. So I think we're going to see the same Luka. Kyrie Irving, he had a really good year last year. Yes, you played bad in the finals, but that doesn't matter. You played good overall last year. You wasn't in no trouble. You stayed on your best behavior. I expect him to do the same thing. He's going to play good. He's found a home in Dallas. I don't know what to expect from PJ Washington. I think he's still going to be decent. Klay Thompson, that might be the missing piece for them to, like you said, getting back to the NBA Finals. I don't know what they're going to have him do, just stand in the corner all day or come off screens and pick and rolls and stuff. I have no clue what Jason Kidd is going to do with them. And I don't think he played in game 1, in the first game.
I think he's going to play more with the second unit. I think Klay is going to play way more with the second unit. I think what's the name? Jaden Hardy.
Yes.
Jaden Hardy, I think he's gonna play more minutes and he's gonna run a point for that second unit. But I think Klay is gonna run more with that second unit so Klay can get more shots up and get his confidence up and play better. That's what I think they're gonna do with Klay.
I like the Mavericks bench. Dante Exum is out for 3 months because he broke his wrist. And he played good for them. He played good for them. But Jaden Hardy, Maxi Kleber, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, whoever, Dwight Powell should not see the court. He's not
at all.
He's not a good player. So,
I don't even know why he's still on contract.
Because the Mavericks signed him to not a huge deal, but it's like a 3-year deal. It was something like that. The only thing is, I think their defense might be worse.
Yeah,
I do. I think Derrick Jones Jr. defensive-wise is better than Klay Thompson right now. And Klay Thompson, I still think is a good defender, but I think Derrick Jones is a better defender than Klay Thompson right now.
But they added bro from the Pelicans.
Najee Marshall.
Yeah, Najee Marshall. They added him.
I forgot about Najee Marshall. Yes.
Who else? They added somebody else. They replaced
Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes
not bad. He's not bad defensively. He's not bad defense. I mean, Yeah, Derrick Jones is a better defender than Clay, but his offense was so terrible. Like I'd rather have Clay's okay defense, but his offense versus Derrick Jones, good defense and terrible offense.
Oh yeah, I'll take that any day too. I just think like I do think Najee Marshall. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think Najee Marshall might be just a better player than Derrick Jones Jr. Because I think he's a better 3-point shooter than him. Defender wise, I think Derrick Jones got the length, but I think Najee Marshall, like on ball defender, I think he's probably better than him, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think Najee Marshall is just a better player than Derrick Jones. But Klay Thompson's okay defense, Kyrie Irving. Okay, I'll come to the conclusion. I think Kyrie Irving isn't a good defender, but I think he tries enough. He's gonna try. Luka, he plays no defense whatsoever. He doesn't even try to play.
Chill on my white boy, man. Chill on my white boy.
I mean, that's just truthful, bro. I've never seen a stat where what was the stat? Blow by defense. Wait, I feel like they just came up with that. Never heard of a blow by defense. Never heard of a blow by defensive stat ever. Never heard of it until then.
You know you bad on defense when they came up with a stat for you. They didn't even do that for Trae Young or LaMelo Ball.
I've never heard.
And they play no D.
A blow by defense, bro. It was a bad stat too. But PJ Washington, I think he's an okay defender, but he ain't gonna lock nobody up. And Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, they're good. I think they're rim protectors. But it's like Derrick Jones brought a lot of defense, and they're gonna miss that. But Klay Thompson, that offense, it helps every day. And if Derek Lively can hit some 3-pointers, that might change everything because he did shoot some in the finals. And do you think he'll take some this year?
Oh yeah, he's been working on it. He's been working on it. Then he even talked about it coming out of the draft. His first year, I don't think he really did it because he's a rookie and he's just trying to find his footing in the NBA. But now, he has some work in the offseason. And then even during training camp, I was watching their training camp videos. He was in shooting competitions with Luka and Kyrie, and him and Derek Lively even had a shoot. Derek Lively and Gafford had a shoot off. And then in high school, Derek Lively was taking jump shots, so he's comfortable shooting. I wouldn't be surprised, like you said, with Edie, him taking like 2 3 a game. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think he can hit them. And like you said, it will open up their offense way more too.
I mean, Klay Thompson opened up the offense way more now, but then if you got Derek Lively, you got 5 shooters on the court at all times. Like that's amazing. They played Olivier Max Prosper, the dude at Marquette. Is he gonna get some tick this year, or is he gonna not do anything? Because last year, I mean, his stats are he just didn't play. Like, let's just be honest, he didn't play.
It depends. It depends on health and because I'm assuming that they have played Nigel Marshall, over him.
Yes.
But if he's playing better than him, then because I think bro is bigger, ain't he?
Prosper.
Nigel Marshall, I think. Yeah, Prosper. I think he's
6'8",
bigger than
215.
215. Yeah.
Najee Marshall is 6'7", 225.
Well, say about the same. But if he's playing better than Najee Marshall, I could see him getting more tick. But as of right now, nah, I don't really see him getting no tick for real.
What are we expecting from Kyrie Irving, though? The same.
Kyrie.
25 points and go 25 points.
Yeah. Kyrie being Kyrie, dog. I don't think that's
your favorite player. That's your favorite player, right? Is he your favorite player over Luka?
Well, see, I have a bunch of favorite players. I don't put one above the other, but him and Luka, yeah, they my favorite players. Personally, yes, I would say I love Kyrie more than Luka, but they my favorite players. I don't really try to put one above the other.
So I was watching Pick a Side the other day. Shout out to them. They had it was kind of like a little heated debate. It was about like the Mavericks and the Thunder. And it was basically like the Mavericks got drastically better than the Thunder got drastically better, but the Mavericks kind of didn't. And I think the Mavericks got drastically better. Usually they got drastically better. because I think they did with the addition of Klay Thompson and Najee Marshall and Quentin Grimes, and I think they got drastically better.
I wouldn't say drastically, because drastically is like taking, like, say if they was like an AC, or say if they was like a playing team and now they a top 16, like that's drastically. But I don't think the Klay Thompson trade definitely made them better, but drastically better. Nah, I'll say that Klay Thompson and Najee Marshall and all them, it made them. That move was better than OKC's move, if that makes sense. So, like, them getting Isaiah Hartenstein, versus them getting Klay. I think them getting Klay was better than the Hartenstein and Alex Caruso move, because I feel like the Thunder is still gonna be the same team. I feel like the Mavericks has gotten better, but the Thunder is still the same team. Like, yeah, you added Alex Caruso and Hartenstein, but for the most part, y'all still the same team in my eyes. I don't think they got any better for real. I just think they're gonna be the same.
I think they got drastically better. I think these I ain't going back to the finals, but I think they can potentially go back to the Western Conference Finals. Are they the best team in the West right now? Because I know Timberwolves. They traded Cat down. I don't think they got weaker, but I still think they're not better than the Mavericks right now. And we could say OKC and the Mavericks in the conference finals.
They might. They just might be the best team in the West right now. They just might.
I would still probably pick OKC, but I think they're right there. I don't think OKC clears them, though. I'm going to say that. I don't think OKC clears them. But I do expect the Mavericks to be like a top 3 seed, and then Luka will finally win that MVP. I definitely expect that this year. He deserves it. He always comes in the year as the favorite, and then at the end of the year, he never wins the MVP for some apparent reason. And that's because the team ain't doing well or he's hurt. That's literally but it's majority because the team doesn't play well. Like, that's literally the only reason why he doesn't win. And I feel like it just depends on your criteria. Do you is it just team? Is it the team success too? Or is it just, okay, he just out here killing, he deserves it? I feel like it just depends on what your criteria is. And I think voters, they want you to play good and they want your team to play good too. If you play great and your team is mid or weak, they're not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just how it is. But that is it for our preview of the Southwest Division. I got 2 things, not long. Then we're out. I saw a trade on Bleacher Report. I don't know if you saw it. I'm going to read this off to you, brother. The Lakers get Zach LaVine and Antonio Reeves. The Bulls get Brandon Ingram, D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Hood-Schifino, a 2029 first-round pick from the Lakers, and a 2031 first-round pick from the Lakers. And the Pelicans, they get Rui Hachimura, Chris Duarte, Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes, and a 2031 first-round pick from the Bulls.
Who get that? What team get that?
The Pelicans get that trade.
And you said who they get again?
The Pelicans get Rui, Chris Duarte, Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes, and a 2031 first-round pick from the Bulls.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not.
But
doing
neither.
If I'm the Lakers, see, that's the thing. You trading away your future picks like that, bro. You're like, I know the Lakers are always a win now franchise. I understand that, but at some point you got to keep your draft picks and try to build something. So them giving up that 2029 pick, that was cool, but they gave up a 2031 on top of that. Like, come on, bro. You got to keep some type of draft compensation. But the Bulls got a good deal out of it. The Lakers get Zach LaVine. That's nice. But the Pelicans, that look like a bunch of boo-boo. And it's like, yeah, you getting the big and Jackson Hayes, who's athletic, and
he was on that team. He was on the Pelicans.
Yeah, he was on that team. He played well with them. And got a high motor. So it's like, yeah, but that they it's like they get the short end of the stick. It ain't even all around in my eyes. I mean, yeah, but they getting some picks back, but I
The
wouldn't do
Bulls
that
look
shit.
maybe like the winners. Look,
Yeah, no, the Bulls are the winners. You getting D'Lo, you getting
Brandon
bro that
Ingram,
was Brandon Ingram,
Jalen
bro that went to
Hood-Schifino,
Michigan. Yeah, no, it was
and you
Michigan or
get the
Michigan
Lakers
State.
29
Yeah.
and 2031 first round pick.
Yeah, they win that one. Yeah, the Bulls win for sure.
I would say the Bulls are a winner because you get Brandon Ingram, you get rid of Zach LaVine, but the thing is, Brandon Ingram could easily walk now. Is he going to stay in Chicago? Only unless they literally give him the full max. That's literally going to be the only reason they keep him. If they don't give him the full max, Brandon Ingram's out. You keep D'Lo, you could probably flip D'Lo. And I think D'Lo in his last year too. So you basically just get an expiring contract if we're being honest. And I think that's just for cap space to get rid of Zach LaVine. And then you get the Lakers, and they probably thinking the Lakers ain't gonna be nothing in next 6 years, 7 years anyway. So the pay's gonna be high. Let's keep them. And the Lakers, like you just said, the Lakers are a win now team. They always, bro. The last time they did develop, they did get some good players. They traded them all the way. Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, they let them all go. Well, technically not cool, but you know what I mean. Lonzo, Julius Randle, they traded all them dudes. And it's like they feel like is Zach LaVine, man, is he a game changer for the Lakers though? Because I mean, you just gave away all your left.
I think he is.
On the Lakers, he is. He's third best player.
Hell yeah.
Okay, if they do that, where would you put him in?
His offensive explosion, that's what they counting on.
He gets shot creation.
Yeah, his shot creation, that's they really counting, because in the playoffs, that's what you're gonna need. In the playoffs, if D'Lo would have played how D'Lo was supposed to play, what would the Lakers have done? They would have went far, right?
I think so, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we all think so. So now they got Zach LaVine. I think Zach LaVine will produce more than D'Angelo Russell, offensive wise.
So the Lakers, they will have what? Reeves, Braun, Zach, Anthony Davis, and Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, you know that ain't bad. That ain't bad. You get rid of Cam Reddish because
only thing is Austin Reeves. You're gonna stunt Austin Reeves. That's the only thing. You're gonna stunt Austin Reeves. Because in that lineup, bro, it's too many. You got Zach, Braun, and AD. He need to come back off the bench because that's too much. That's too much offense, and he's not gonna touch the ball enough. He's literally gonna be like a 3-D.
Who, Austin Reeves?
Yeah, if they get Zach, all he gonna be doing is shooting corner threes.
That's crazy. Because I think he's a decent shot creator, and he's another person that can handle the ball. Surprised they didn't put Bronny in the trade. Bronny ain't going nowhere. But I think, like, overall, though, I think the Lakers, I think they're kind of winners. The Bulls, I definitely think they're winners. The Pelicans, man, they just taking back some salary, man, some expiring contracts and get off that. I think that's really all that is. Like, but if anything, the Bulls are a winner. Okay, this is our last thing, and then we can go. Who, in a game 7, who do you want on your team? LeBron, Steph, Kobe, or Jordan? Now, this is in game 7s. And I'll read you there. Steph Curry in game 7s has given you 32, 6 boards, 7 assists, 3-2 record. Kobe, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 5-1 record. Jordan, 33 points, 7 boards, 7 assists, 2-1 record. And LeBron, 34, 10 boards, 5 assists, and 6-2 record in game 7. Man, give me LeBron. I don't care what nobody say. Give me Bron. I don't care. Sorry, Jordan. Sorry, Kobe. Sorry, Steph. Give me LeBron James. Because I feel like LeBron could get to anywhere. LeBron, if he wants to go to the rack, he can get to the rack. And I know in game 7, we're going to get the best of LeBron because we obviously against the Warriors. I saw the man was giving me like 34, 14, and like 7. Like, we've seen it. And if I need LeBron, yes, LeBron's shooting at that time was not as good. But now, as LeBron a better shooter, LeBron shot 40%. So I'm getting a better shooting LeBron. Yes, older, but LeBron can still get to the rack where he wants. And he comes up clutch in game 7s. Like, give me LeBron James.
I was gonna say, for me, it was between Kobe, Bron, and MJ. But like my first reaction was to say Bron, But the only reason why I'm so hesitant is because it's Michael Jordan, bro, and Kobe Bryant. Like, both of them are killers. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Game 7, I feel like you can't go wrong with neither one of them three. But like you said, give me Bron. Because in the Game 7, Bron will go out there and give me 40, 12, and 13 if he wanted to. You know what I mean? And like you said, Bron, he can do whatever he want whenever he want. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Bron too. I'm gonna have to go with Bron.
Give me King James, the best player that's ever touched a basketball. All right, that is it. That is it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on our socials on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. Follow us all. Comment. We love the comments. Keep the subscribers coming, man. You guys, I see all the comments. There's a lot of hate and there's a lot of good stuff in the comments. But I do love the comments, though. Keep it coming, man. So that's it. We will see y'all next week, man. We are almost a week away from the NBA season and in fantasy basketball. The team's going to be the best, man.
We'll see about that, dog.
Ronaldo, we'll see y'all next week, man.